I can finally say it because that gremlin ain't fucking here. Yeet!
We brought sin to the world.
We did. John will be joining at some point, hopefully. If not, this will be a more satirical and filler session.
Yeah.
So.
No.
Fucking trash shoot.
God damn it. Friendship with Roddy ended.
Friendship with Roddy.
I don't like the fact you guys used my color for that, by the way. That wasn't me.
Who did that?
Framing you for a crime.
Someone put next round Roddy.
Yep.
Oh, my roll 20 just gave up. Alright, cool. With a drink up last time.
Oh my god.
We killed him.
Alright. Last time, we opened up with Ray having a night terror, Sabriel being unsure what to do. Eventually got her out of it, but first there was a little bit of a revelation with the Fane. A memory of Ray going into a warehouse, hallucinating or meeting a weird creature that looks like every sort of humanoid stuck together, which gave her the Fane in the first place. The only name we have for this creature, given by the Fane, is Gadzooks, if I understood that correctly and got my notes right.
Yep, you got it.
Alright. The next morning, Roddy shows up bloody and bruised at Mercury's place, says something about the Bloodhound and the Sculptor, and then passes out. Pluto and Mercury pull him inside, check him over, bandage him up. He's okay. He survived. Oh, with a little heart in it. Oh god. I scrolled all the way down. Anyhow.
See, that one was me.
He
Anyhow.
do be a himbo.
In the meantime, we find out then that Mercury did some graveyard surveillance during the week off. There were some dogs that showed signs of the weeping illness, always different dogs, marking older gravestones every night, but not really getting into anything. I'm getting some feedback from somebody. Occasionally, just very occasionally.
I think it's Conrad.
I can't tell. Anyhow, at the end of that week off, we are given the parameters of our next job. We've got a week to fulfill it. Success would just be getting information. We set up a burial to draw out the trouble. It's Sky.
I ain't doing nothing. I'm just standing here.
I know, but occasionally my sound loops back through your speaker, and it kind of causes a little boop of noise.
I'm pretty sure. Turn your phone vibrate off, because I think it was that.
Oh, my phone vibrate ain't on.
Okay, because I thought it was vibrant. Okay, cool.
Just very occasionally get some feedback.
Feedback.
Yeah. Anyhow, there's a burial of an older gnome who had died a while ago and had been the funeral had been put off due to this trouble with this graveyard. We set that up, head out to set ourselves up our ambush or our reconnaissance, whichever it may be. We find the graveyard, or at least this portion of it is dilapidated. The problem started 2 or 3 weeks ago, or at least that's when it became significant enough to get noticed. It used to happen with the dogs and the digging things up maybe once every year or two, and then in the last year every few months. And then a little more common more recently. Nothing is common with the bodies being dug up except for the fact that they are newly buried. There is no other link that we can find aside from buried here, fresh. Yeah, Sky, it's definitely zapping every now and again. Let's see. I guess the company doing this is the Balancing Burial Mausoleum. Specializes in working with mixed elven and non-elven families, but there was a gnome in this case. We climb a couple of trees, and we wait. At about 2 in the morning, we hear the dogs. There's one set of glowing eyes much taller. It's actually a small pack of wolves, led by a 9-foot-tall jackal. All of them are dripping shining tears. The jackal had a collar, which we need to look at. and spoke Celestial, which some of us did and some of us did not. Something about no one witnessing their work. A sudden movement on Ray's part caused a wolf to bite, which caused a fight to break out. Even trying to non-lethally knock a wolf out caused it to go emaciated and die on the spot. We did eventually win, though the jackal, I believe, said something about... well, there was a bit of a doomsayer. But yeah, we ended at the 2 in the morning in the graveyard with some withered, dead, emaciated wolves and enormous jackal on the ground.
Yep. Very lighthearted session overall.
Yep.
It do be like that.
So,
No map at all.
Oh, is it?
It's blank
Should-
white for me.
Yep,
Yep.
just white.
Mm-hmm.
that's concerning.
There we go.
There she goes.
Okay.
There it is.
Oh, 120, you're being weird.
Yeah.
Ew,
I
scorpion.
think too many people have gotten into D&D recently.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you guys kind of catch your breaths, look over the crumbled and emaciated corpses of the canines around you, and one large friendly scorpion. It seems things have stilled in the graveyard. The body that had begun to be buried up now has a bony and dead dog laying over top of it. And Sabriel, you stand in a tree where all the rest, except for Ray, remain on the ground.
I'm in the ground.
Oh, maybe we'll flank them.
I don't. That was my aura? No. I don't know what that was, but I'm on the ground.
Oh, okay. Right, and Mercury got dragged down to the ground, so.
Mhm.
Yeah, Mercury got fucking thrown.
But it seems the violence has ended. With that, you feel that kind of necrotic aura begin to fade. As Sabriel, you feel your healing magic might be back to normal potency.
There's a faint over the group, just like, could someone help me down?
Rod, could
Roddy.
you go?
Yep. Roddy makes his way over to the tree and basically lets you use his shoulder and knees as a step stool.
Yep.
I'm gonna...
Sabriel falls into his arms happily.
Oh, my, what strong trapeziums you have there.
It's almost like we expected this to happen.
Jesus, Roddy already has so much health.
You did us max HP?
That's what happens when you max a barbarian, my dude.
I was
Oh
about
no,
to say,
I'm just laughing because he's standing next to Sabriel. It's very obvious.
loot the corpse. Mercury's gonna go loot the jackal and look at the
I'm
collar.
already there.
So you both step over to look it over. There is a collar that you see. The name is very clearly written in as Calvin Jeremiah, as well as an address. I'm not going to bother giving the address because you guys can just get there. It is within the city.
Should I make a phone call?
Just give me 1 second. Can I collect some of the tears?
You'd have to make it very quick. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check with disadvantage, as they're mostly seeping into the ground already. Very easy enough to do. It's a not too distant home, maybe 3 kilometers across the city.
Is it...
Yeah, no luck in the tears. It seems with the magic that was keeping these things alive disappearing in the puff as they hit 0 HP, that the tears dried up pretty quick and seeped into the ground far quicker than they should naturally do so as liquid.
Is the address, like, does Ray know possibly the district above, below poverty line? Could be middle class, higher class area. What's, like, the vibe of the...
Upper middle class.
Oh.
It's a place where a lot of, like, retirees go.
Oh.
Any politicians, any connection Ray could make to Toby? Because he was...
It's an area that's fought over for votes very often, only because, again, a lot of older folks, a lot of people with decent money, and a good stake in something in the area, but not so much so that they have like shares in companies.
What about them living there?
Probably not. Most probably are a bit better off, or a place with a bit higher security.
Okay, thanks.
It's a rather large district.
Sabriel, Saren, if one of you wants to call Glimmer Skull, you might want to.
I was just about to, and he quickly dials.
Go ahead.
There's a groggy of Glimmer Scale speaking.
Hello, we did some graveyard investigating.
Alright, do you need me right now, or can I wait till the morning?
It can mostly wait, but there's some... The dogs have been put to rest, let's say.
The corpses will decay. Get somebody over here with preservation.
Maybe not you, but someone else to collect them.
He gives you another phone number to call and goes, I'm going back to sleep. Have a
Thank
report
you.
waiting for me in the morning.
Beep, beep.
Yep. And if you call the other address, you hear a very quiet hello.
Hello, I was referred to you by, Clement Scale. It's a situation
yes.
at graveyard. Some odd bodies of dogs with a recent happening in the area collecting.
Oh, alright. What state are they in? Are they diseased? Were they put down?
They were, from the understanding, diseased and currently no longer moving, probably not living. I hope not. And he kind of like looks over his shoulder.
It's very clearly dead. You guys tried to spare the dying and it did not make it.
They're not functionally alive, though I don't know if they'll get up again.
Well, let's hope not. Okay, we'll send someone on our way. Do you guys mind waiting till someone arrives? Just so we have someone to watch it over?
I think we can do that.
Alright, they'll be there within 20 minutes.
Thank you.
Do
So?
any of the wolves have collars or identifying marks?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Alright. Investigation 20.
Hey, good rolls this time. Alright. A lot of them have, like, things that would differentiate them. Things like scars, obvious means of significant damage, but it seems, for the most part, that they're wild.
Alright. Still gonna ask real quick, just as a world building thing. Is microchipping or equivalent a thing with dogs?
Generally, people just give them a collar, and then you can locate object on it.
Got it. Okay.
Enough people have locate object and ritual cast that I think it'd be ritual cast. That it's simple enough to just hand someone a fee and they can find your dog with pretty much unerring success.
Alright.
Out of curiosity, but did any of you get bit?
Yeah.
You did Mercury, not damage, but you were torn down from the tree.
I know, but did it puncture the skin?
Not to a degree that would cause damage, but yes.
Alright, Ray, you and me, we're probably gonna have to go get a rabies shot.
Actually, okay, first of all, Sabriel goes into his bag and pulls out a, thing of hand sanitizer and just kind of like throws it over to, Saren and Mercury.
What's this supposed to do?
You two were picking around with the bodies.
Aye.
Safe than sorry.
A little gross.
Alright, Saren will wash up and pass it over.
Starting to notice your scorpion, by the way, seems to be lifting up one of the dogs by its ankle and expecting it.
That scorpion goes poof.
Oh, that's right. Yep. And just do a puff of dust and like a very quiet squeak.
Are you just gonna like look at the bite on her arms and doing anything concerning?
Roll a medicine check.
17.
17. At this stage, no. It's not immediately reacting. It doesn't seem to have any sort of magical shenanigans going on. But it's also, if it is diseased or something, you would have no way to know until probably a day or two.
Can Mercury look
the
over
two
the
that-
wall? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, just real quick. The two that were bitten, could you come over here?
What's up?
Why?
I took
just-
damage, but I don't remember if it was a bite. We'll say it was.
I believe the only way they can do damage is a bite.
Alright, then yes. I was
Yeah.
bitten once.
Alright, then... Me thinks. Alright, I think I could do this. I got a little bit more from that. He is going to put a hand on, well, the two that are closest, I guess, at this point. Saren and Ray's shoulders. He's gonna cast Lesser Restoration. He's gonna twin it.
Oh, I forgot you could do shit like that.
Yep.
Haha.
Nice.
Interesting. I wonder if you could twin Revivify.
I exactly took it for this reason.
It costs 1 diamond or 2.
It costs 1, just 2 targets. 1 casting of the spell.
Oh
Interesting.
my god, it's a 2-for-1 deal.
Yes, it only uses 1 spell slot. Yeah, fair enough.
Same with Ray's Dead.
Yeah.
That's
Huh.
interesting. I might say for anything outside of Revivify, I'm gonna just say it costs 2.
Come on.
For the sake of balance, yeah. If you're using like 5th level revival spells, yeah.
Double checking the details.
Does it still only take 1 spell slot then?
Yes, only 1 spell slot, but it would take 2 material costs.
Double checking the details. I still don't remember what the angel wings were. I'm like looking at all the shit and I'm like, I don't.
I think you might have had Bless or something.
You know what? I bet that was it because I used the chain heart for bless.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I did as well. Yeah, it's bless.
I think we all did our own little thing with that.
Yeah.
Oh, because we were all on the tree. We got blessed.
Yep,
Yeah, and I was concentrating on it.
that's what it was.
Yep. And then Zephyr's going to just tap the Mercury with a single one. Lesser Restoration.
So, at the very least, you would recognize it, Mercury. It basically just spelled that if you had any sort of disease or poison or anything like that, it would dissipate unless it was specifically resistant against magical healing.
Thanks.
Just as a precaution.
Hi.
Zephyr takes out another bottle of hand sanitizer and then does that to his hands.
So I'm just imagining Sabriel is having a mask now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He probably would pretty regularly
Yeah.
just to.
Didn't the wolves have a mark on their forehead?
They did. They had the blue mark, but once they died, it disappeared. It doesn't seem like it was burned into the skin or anything. It seems to just be a magical aura as part of the reaction to the moon being out.
Are there any other physical effects that need to be seen on the
They're starving, emaciated, and injured, and dead.
and the jackal?
It shrunk down quite a bit once it was killed. You might notice that actually, give me a perception or medicine check.
Oh, I'm dumb. I should have done a thing.
Give me a minute. Perception is medicine is lower DC.
Depending what the answer is.
Sure.
Okay.
Listen.
You do notice that their eyes, the eyes are typically glassy. It kind of has that cataract look to it. All of them.
I don't know what you mean by that.
It has like a
Cloudy.
milky, cloudy, overlay underneath the,
Ain't that usually what dead eyes look?
They look glassy, but they don't milk over. It's like a layer of skin almost beneath the eye, over top of the iris.
Hmm.
It happens to people who are older, typically, or things are going
Well-
blind.
Yeah, no, I know. Okay, I just didn't know what you meant because usually dead. I'm thinking of fish. Never
Yes.
mind.
What did
They
the
go-
cataract look like?
Sorry.
What did the cataract look like?
It's just a milky covering. Like there's like almost liquid beneath the eye.
Oh, it's just a normal cataract. Okay.
Yeah, standard cataract.
Okay.
But you wouldn't be surprised if these creatures were blind at the time of death.
Conrad, could I... it's too late now.
I know they were blind, but they could sense us. Ray,
Great.
why weren't you in a tree?
Dog.
Roddy.
No, one of
Um,
them. No, Ray was behind the tree. She won't in it.
I was on the ground, like flat on the ground.
That's what I mean. Why were
Um,
you on the ground?
It's easier to get back up than climbing down a tree.
Aye, but it went right to you.
It was sniffing me though. I'm the one that moved first. I made a movement and it attacked me. It wouldn't have attacked me if I didn't move.
Oh, right. Sabriel's
Never
going
mind.
to tap his ring. He's going to cast Detect Poison and Disease.
15-foot radius, and is it perpetual or as an action you have to keep pulsing it?
It's an action. Concentration 10 minutes.
Okay.
You
So-
can sense the presence and location poisons 30 feet of you.
Yep. Okay.
You also identify the kind of poison, poisonous creature, or disease in each case.
Okay. Does it have like that dirt limitation? That the
1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood.
wood or dirt, right?
Wood or dirt. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Cut off at the end.
Yep. Just want to make sure. Okay. The body that was dug up has disease to it, but that's standard like necrosis and stuff like that. Just like bacteria that infect the bodies.
Like Sabro can confirm that, and he knows each one.
Yeah, they're very standard. The dogs, very similar one. They might have like one or two might have like parasites to them. Just like again,
Worms.
standard things that wild animals might have fleas, things like that. But nothing out of the usual, except for that blindness. Seems to be some sort of disease that was given to them. It's just basically registered as a unnatural cataract.
Okay. So
It's, not,
is it,
it's basically not from old age.
okay, and it's a disease?
I'm pretty sure cataract's technically a disease, yeah.
Alright.
In a sense, yeah.
And it is.
If disease encompasses illness, then yes.
Okay.
It does.
Okay.
And just a quick check to the group.
Yep, they seem to be okay. Trying to think if there's any like character stuff.
Well, 3 of them wouldn't, even if they did.
Gabriel himself lights up.
Again, unless they're magically resistant.
Yep.
Also, it's also one at a time. So,
Yep.
there weren't any major injuries. Ray, you have piercings, right?
Yeah, like took a couple probably.
Yeah. Okay, you might have some. You might there's just like inflammation on her. Just like a one that was got a disease.
Mercury's missing limbs light up.
Yeah, probably. There's probably some.
That's not
Like,
a disease.
There might be some like slight infection. That's what I was looking for. Like some
What?
slight infection. Not to Mercury's limbs. No, those were very well taken care of.
What about the ribs?
The ribs are okay because that's beneath the skin.
Okay. But like the
Um,
plating around it, that's what I mean.
Again, that was like
Oh, that was professional.
yeah, that was professional. Earrings and stuff just get infections sometimes.
I forgot the thing was professional, sorry.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
okay. Brady, I think is okay, and you get your normal stuff from your Sabriel.
Yeah, and yeah, he just kind of like has the ring on his hand, and like the little gem glows for a second. He looks over. I'm not seeing any disease on us or the bodies. If there is one, it's weird and resistant to divination things.
It's probably just magic and it's gone now.
Also, Ray, that one stud on your ear, you might want to just rub it with some alcohol when you get home.
Saline, cool, thanks.
Out of curiosity, Ray, how many piercings you got?
Okay. 1 second.
Well, we check the arcane tomes.
Let me do the math.
I'm
How
looking something up.
many-
2 upper helix, 2 lobe, 1 industrial, and there's a mark on one ear that seemed to be a daith, but it probably didn't,
Take.
It probably didn't take. And, like, there's probably a hole of nose, and Ray's chill around you guys, she's gonna, like, flip down with the septum ring, just flip back up.
Oh, aye, that's fair. I've got 8, that's why I ask.
I did most of these myself.
Actually, you get a couple from Mercury then too. Just
Yeah.
like affected piercings.
I did most of
Yeah.
these myself. Actually, a couple friends did the daith, and then it fucked up.
Aye, Venus did mine.
Just clean them regularly, please.
I try.
I'd
But
recommend.
they only needed to be cleaned after like 3 weeks.
It's still
So not right.
Stop.
Several shakes his head. No, it's an open, not quite wound, but wound.
It's also you're supposed to clean it with the stuff for up to 2 months at least. And then you can use regular soap.
Oh,
Not-
and one of the wolves has poison in them too, because of the scorpion.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, also, if, so what, they're all in your face then?
Yeah, that's usually the easiest and most comfortable I am with someone to. Does Ray have a belly button?
Yeah.
I have metal plating there.
Okay, because the reason I say this
Over
is
the
'cause
ribs
if you-
though.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
the bottom rib.
The belly button still wouldn't be. How low do you think the ribs go?
I don't know.
Okay. No, the belly button is far below the ribs.
Okay, thank you.
Did you-
I don't know how many
did
ribs
you-
there are.
Did you get your
14 inch.
floating ribs replaced?
No, I was wondering if I still had a belly button.
No, but
Yes.
there is metal plating over the floating ribs, yeah.
I was gonna say.
Also, everyone else doesn't
that-
know about that.
That was me talking out of character.
I know
Yeah,
that's,
that
no,
was me. That was just specifying.
that's me asking if you knew where the floating ribs were.
No.
But no, the reason why I say is because if you look at Mercury's face, you'll only see 7 of the 8.
7 of
Hence-
the 8.
Joke's on you,
7.
Rick can't count.
I'm just saying, 7 of the 8.
You guys hear a car pull up, kind of out just outside the graveyard, and a diminutive little halfling, or gnome actually runs out, and like to the front of the graveyard and says, "Hi, I was told about wolves, dogs, right there, right?"
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, and she's relatively young looking, maybe the equivalent of like 25 to 30 in that range.
Any poisons or disease?
No, probably not.
Alright.
And you see her put on a pair of gloves and a mask and just goes, "Well, do you guys need them for anything, or?"
Nice.
So,
Oh, before we do any of that, Ray is still gonna check for microchips.
Okay,
Just-
go ahead.
Not like microchip, but like any technological thing in there.
Sure, go ahead and give me. You could call it a sweep.
Okay. One sec. Okay.
Why? There's still
Is-
one left.
Is that advantage?
Yes.
Natural 20.
No technology implanted in them.
Okay, thank you.
But you
Note
do
there's a bit of
find-
silver. The one collar that you found, but it just has some like silver plating in it.
Okay. And she just like gives a light sigh and okay. I'm done.
you get on a ping on your phone. What do the dogs say to, if one of the dogs ate a flip phone?
Focus on microchip.
That's Cornucopia.
What's that flagging out there?
If
Huh?
It got to the outside window, but how? The windows are
Um,
closed.
Probably because it's from the outside.
No, it was inside like a minute ago, and I was trying to swat at it.
Maybe it's 2 different flies.
I hope not, because I'm trying to get rid of that fly for like 2 days.
Did you have that fly microchipped?
If I did, I wouldn't have that fly anymore.
Hence my reasoning. It's probably 2 different flies, my brother.
Fair enough.
Or it got through that gap in your air conditioning.
Oh, maybe.
Ha ha ha, big brain.
Must be nice to have one of those.
I
Hi.
think we're done here.
Alright,
it's
perfect.
3 in the morning.
And she kind of points to you, and changes her mind, points to Saren, and points to Roddy. Could you guys give me a hand with the rest? So they,
Right.
Roddy kind of agrees, and you guys lift the 5 bodies into the car and say, "Right, I'm assuming you're not the owner, so I'm not going to charge you any sort of fee. Apparently Glimmer Scale recommended it.
Hi.
Alright, I'll give him the charge then.
Hi.
Would you guys... Were these one of the ones that have been digging things up?
Yep.
Yes.
And in fact, we probably need to. We'll do it in the morning. Get a hold of
So-
the keepers.
I never directly asked, what exactly kind of service do you run?
Mostly, dead animal disposal.
I
Oh.
don't dispose of them. We need to do an autopsy.
Okay. All 5?
Just a jackal.
Call-
and one
yeah,
of the
maybe
lizards.
give a Glimmer Scale a call in the morning.
Sure, we'll put them on ice till then.
Thanks.
Well, appreciate you guys clearing things up. These things have been a problem. None of you are bit or need a cleric or anything, right?
We cleared that
No.
already.
Okay, good. Well, thank you, I guess.
Stop. It's the worst horror anime I've ever watched.
I was gonna say it's the best musical on ice I've ever seen. Just like slide them onto the ice.
Oh, it's like Yuri on ice.
I was gonna say it's like a fucked up hockey game.
Disney on
It's the
ice.
zombie version. There was a bit of
Zombies
a-
on ice.
It was a zombie craze for a while, and so they took some other show that was on ice, and they just went. It's almost like Pride and Prejudice and zombies. They just did that.
That's
Pride
one
and
episode.
Prejudice and Zombies on ice. I fucking love it.
That's one episode of The Walking Dead I never need to see.
I'm gonna be mad if someone has like a zombie like ice show and doesn't call it frostbite. Anyways, let's go.
Yes.
Now it's trademarked. Anyways.
So, you guys can bundle up into Roddy's car and
No.
on a Mercury's bike.
Yep.
Roddy's car's still in the shop.
Oh.
That's right.
Roddy's car's still in the
Most of
shop.
us
That's why
walked
Mercury had to
here.
go with him.
Didn't we walk here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From
Mercury's
Mercury's.
gonna take one lucky person on the bike.
I've got a light source. I don't mind walking.
Are you walking?
Several
I'm
dialogues.
guessing that's you, Sabriel.
I'll go with these two.
Alright, fine. Snub
Roddy
me.
hops
That's
on.
fine.
You feel the motorcycle just like dip a little bit in the back.
So, just for clarity's sake, where are we all going?
Oh,
I believe so.
Home is very scattered. For all of us.
Are you going to your house and I'm going to mine? I didn't think it's 3 in the morning.
Probably.
who you bidding with tonight, Sabro?
That's okay. You guys can split off from me at whatever intersection, and
I'm not
that'll be
being bothered some for the household, am I right?
Sneak you in. I've hid someone in my room for like a week.
It's not about that.
I already said you're welcome at mine if you need a place to crash tonight. It should be relatively empty today.
Yes, I'm just he kind of like glances over at the motorcycle. I'm sure I can figure something out.
They don't care.
Are
After
you,
the past 2 years, they don't care.
are you afraid of my bike?
No, not at all.
insight.
Like,
That's some bullshit. Fuck you.
Mercury.
Mercury, you are practiced in noting when someone is kind of eyeing the probably lack of helmet that you wear, I think.
No, Mercury wears a helmet.
Oh, that's right. Even though you don't have to worry about the wind, right?
Fuck you.
Um,
Mercury wears a helmet and make sure everybody else wears a helmet. They are collapsible helmets.
Yeah, I remember a helmet. Couple.
Yes, sir, because I preach helmet safety.
In that case, and then Brody pulls out a helmet and offers it to Sabriel.
Like I said, I'm got it on my own.
But you're scared of my bike. It's gonna hurt her feelings.
Yeah. You should go apologize.
Excuse me?
It's hurting her feelings. She's sad.
feelings.
Yeah, listen to that engine. That's very sad tone in there.
The bike makes a sad noise.
Yep, there is like a wee like muffle.
Okay, you just made that do that.
No, I didn't. Mac does what she wants. Oh, you weren't here when I talked about that, did you? Oh, I forgot only Saren knows that.
Yep.
God, it's almost like you two have been going off on your own a whole bunch.
Well, now I'm inviting you, you dumb bitch.
Yes, and he's horrified of that death trap.
Bike have emotions. It's a robot.
Hey,
Seriously?
watch your mouth.
That bike is probably the safest I have ever seen. Mercury doesn't even have to look at the road and it drives true.
I don't like that. I'm not questioning its safety on other hands, but I just don't have feelings.
The fact that you know that implies that you have witnessed that.
It was a brief moment, and I promise I'll look at the road and I won't go. I'll go 10 kilometers below the speed limit just for you. Seriously, it's not that bad.
I'm after today, I'm going to have to pass, but another day, I promise.
Did you have an accident on one of these?
Shakes his head.
Why are you so scared?
I
Hey, you've been pressing me for days, asking me shit. It's only fair. Fess up.
like to mitigate risks as best I can.
Why?
Because I don't want to get hurt.
Why?
Is
Look
that
at him.
a
He's fragile.
unreasonable stance to have?
Look at him, Mercury. He's fragile. You're really gonna let someone fragile on your bike?
Yeah.
I was gonna actually
He's-
posit it the other way. He's fragile. Does he really want to walk all the way from here to wherever you live in the dark?
He's
You
fragile.
know,
A little
on a
fragile,
day-
but
Early in the
I
morning.
don't think he wants to be on a bike.
on a
What-
dangerous street full of muggers
Mhm.
and homeless people will
What will
rob
make
you
you guys happier?
if you ride the bike.
Okay, I
I
will
think
then.
that
And he gets on.
As
sort of like
Saren,
gives him a look and just.
as Saren walks past, she'll reach over and just kind of pat the side of the bike and say, "Good night, Mac."
Mac makes a very happy hum and the lights flash.
Yep. But as a note, Mercury is about 5 feet away from the bike.
Yeah, Mercury's not on the bike yet.
Okay, well, then he gets on with Mercury.
Yep. But you still feel the hum and see the light flash.
Alright, here's your helmet, and Mercury will show you how to put it on.
Yep.
It takes a second to corral the hair, but it occurs.
Aye, and I promise, you ain't gonna feel a thing. Go real slow. Do you want me to drop you off at Ray's, or are you gonna come to mine?
He looks back at the rest of the group. Oh, Ray?
I don't care where you stay. You can go wherever you feel most comfortable. Yes.
Be more comfortable with whatever makes everyone else comfortable.
That's not a good answer, Zabriel.
It's not healthy.
It doesn't make a difference to me.
Okay, then make a decision.
Ronnie pulls out a coin to flip.
I can always pick a coin.
If that would make things easier.
Oh yeah, by the way, the cat's doing fine.
Good.
Very good.
Yarnis may or may not have renamed him though. I'm very sorry.
It's a bit mean.
It has been a week, and to be fair, Yarnis is often sleep deprived. So, I am sorry. I don't know what the name is, but it responds to both at least, which is good.
I guess we'll do.
Suppose they can have multiple.
Got a bilingual cat.
Cat has dual personality. It responds to both names. Sorry. Don't quote me on that. That's not nice.
Should we go then?
I still don't know where I'm driving you, Sabriel.
Ray's already walking.
Just go ahead and head back to your place. Me or Roddy will walk Ray home, whichever of us is closer.
We're gone.
I'm gonna go catch up and just.
I
jog,
trust
jog,
you to
jog.
catch up.
To jog after her.
And Mercury will drive 10 kilometers below the speed limit the whole way home, following
And he is holding on tight.
every
Yep.
legality.
As tight as his arms can manage.
The iron grip of a bonobo.
You notice that the free hand of Mercury has come to rest on top of yours.
What? Don't you need both?
Her one arm and leg is inserted into the bike.
Don't you need both?
Max steers.
The bike hums again.
And she's not a robot, by the way. Feckin'. You're not a
Can you-
robot.
Can
Nice.
you give a proper explanation? I feel like there's been a lot of references that only Saren has been getting that last little conversation.
How about we wait until I'm back at my apartment so I don't turn around in my seat and I scared the living shit out of you?
You could just not do that and talk, but okay.
Oh yeah, how's the wind doing, Conrad? Does Sabriel feel the wind?
He does, yeah.
Interesting, so it is only Saren. Alright, well, I found Mac a couple of years ago when I was, Christ, teenager. We were going through a city, there was a junkyard. I trespassed in the junkyard. I nearly got caught trespassing in the junkyard. I did get caught, actually, but it was by a really nice guy. And he let me take this core off of his hands. This weird little piece of an engine, pretty much, that I kind of felt drawn to. And lo and behold, there was Mac. And she was there. And I've built up this shell around her ever since.
And when you say her,
I mean her.
right,
She,
but
I don't really know what she is. I don't know if she knows what she is either. But I'm guessing it's or some kind.
I've had three voices in my head since I was born, so I'm not about to doubt you that something's talking to you. I'm just asking for confirmation that that is what you're implying.
That's what I'm implying. I hear her in my head.
How? Just telepathically?
I guess, yeah. You can't hear her, probably.
Um, is there a thing you do to hear? Or is it
Not
just
really.
kind of instinctual, like the pain?
It was on contact, I guess. It just kinda clicked. I felt drawn to her. And we made a deal. I'd build her a body, something that could let her be powerful and feel again, and she'd be my friend.
Again, you say. What was before then?
I don't know. I don't know if she knows. I've asked her about it, but I don't think she remembers.
If there's a way I could help with that, just let me know.
Oh, I will. But I think we're alright right now. Hi, Mac.
It once more begins to hum beneath you, and it seems a little bit focused around your calves, Sabriel, the humming noise.
Is that meant to be doing that?
That's her response. At least, however, you're going to be able to hear it.
Okay. Just kind of smushes his like face/helmet into the back of Mercury.
You feel the weight press against your spine.
Oh, yeah. Mercury would have given you her jacket just to make you feel safer because it is leather.
He would take that.
Yeah,
Would or would
Mercury.
not, sorry.
Huh?
Would or would not, Devin?
He would.
Okay.
Yeah,
it is
just to
very warm.
make sure he feels extra safe because obviously you're supposed to wear leather and jean whenever you're riding.
Yep, it cuts down the wind resistance a lot as well as just keeps you warm in the cool night air and the whipping breeze.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Are you hungry? Do you want something to eat? And this is kind of as they're kind of swinging up to the apartment.
I'm trying to remember. My brain's not good right now. Like where were we before we met up for this?
At
I think
Mercury's,
at Mercury's, yeah.
we were given sandwiches.
Right. You fed me earlier today.
Aye. And they'll feed you again.
I guess it depends what it is, but I'm not known for a large stomach.
That's alright. There's a lot of food to go around. We got tea. I got every type of tea known to man.
I think I could go with that then.
Alright, what you want? I got this and that. And Mercury goes off on a list. There's like 30
Four
different types
flowers.
of tea.
Yep. He'll stop you at like 7, and she's like, if I'm assuming you have those at home,
Aye, they're in the cabinet.
maybe I can just look through them there.
Sounds like a plan. Mercury will lead you into the apartment through the creaky back door up to the top. I don't know who's home, but the moment they go inside, Mercury goes straight to the kitchen.
Yep, go ahead and give me a d6.
Because Mercury is excited house guest is here. Finally, person that she's wanted in her house is here. Staying the night. Fun times. Excited.
4. Let's see. Uranus does not seem to be home. Neither does Jupiter. Venus is asleep, probably because she had that late shift, or they had the late shift. And Mars is actually asleep on the couch.
Oh, Mercury will wake him up then when she
You-
enters.
Grunts and looks at you like, what?
Go sleep in Jupiter's bed. Go.
No, I'm comfy.
Mars, we have somebody here that's going to need that. Sleep in Jupiter's bed.
I'm someone here who needs it.
Aye, and Jupiter's bed is right over there.
You make me
And
get
you-
up for this.
Aye, and I know you'll sleep better.
You owe me breakfast.
Fair enough.
Okay. He gets up, doesn't even like fully open his eyes, drags the blanket with him, and passes out in the other room.
That going to the washroom at 3 a.m. energy.
Exactly.
Anyways, you sit down. Actually, no, here, come look at the tea. And Mercury takes you to a cabinet, opens it up,
Like Willy Wonka's tea factory.
and there should not be as many tea boxes as there are in that cabinet. Like, physically, it stretches space. It does not logistically make sense how all that tea is fitting in that cabinet.
There's these haphazard towers of bags as opposed to boxes with like small printed labels like taped to them.
Hmm.
Have your pick, I guess.
So we'll just like looks in and kind of glances around.
Roll investigation.
Uh,
A lot of them genuinely don't look like they've been bought, though. Some of them do look handmade.
23.
What kind of tea are you looking for? What kind of vibe are you going for?
Maybe
Sleepy vibe.
Christmassy,
Christmassy? You find a
like
nutmeg
spiced
blend.
apple and pear or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like a horchata blend, where it's like nutmeg, cinnamon, meant to be done as like a milk tea.
Mm.
Looks pretty good.
I'll go with that then.
Aye,
As
alright.
he pulls it out and just checks the back of the box.
It's one of those like stacked towers. It's just like bags.
Are you allergic to anything?
Yes, I might go with the brand name one instead. And he goes and finds one of them.
Yep, there's like a cinnamon apple you can grab.
Checks the back. It's probably fine.
Yeah, it's tea leaves. They'll manage.
Do me a favor. What are you allergic to?
A few things. Or actually, here he just writes down a small list and hands it. It's nothing overly like wide-reaching. It's not. I think the worst he's got is probably peanuts.
Aye, fair enough.
But there's just like a
Peanuts, gluten, kiwis, like just
Yeah.
a million little things like that.
yes, but for the most part, it's just like odd niche things.
I wonder. Do you have EpiPens?
Keep one on me.
Do you have a spare EpiPen?
Conrad, what's the medical setup like that in the world?
EpiPens exist. It's an easy way to keep it on hand if you don't have second level spells. But there are also things like less restoration. It would cover at least partial of anaphylactic shock.
Yep. He goes. I also have my magic.
Aye, but I mean more so need to keep an EpiPen in my bike for it.
Well, I don't have a second one then.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go out and buy an EpiPen.
I could probably handle that then.
No, it's alright. I want to make sure. I know allergies can be scary.
You could probably get what's it called? Is it Jupiter? Yeah, you could probably get Jupiter to steal one, honestly.
No, I'm not tainting my son's Actually, you know what? No, to be fair.
It's Jupiter.
I'd say tainting, but it's Jupiter. It's fine. I'm gonna have to get an EpiPen then. Is yours specialized or is it just general?
It's probably like an elven pen.
Elven tendencies.
I will let Jupiter know.
As he kind of like pulls a lock of hair behind his pointed ear.
Aye, fair enough. I forgot about that. No, I'll let Jupiter, and then I can have one in the car. Do you know if Ray's got any allergies? Actually, Ray's got an EpiPen. I really should restock the medical kit.
I think Ray said no when we went to dinner that one time. For an
Allergy. Conrad said it when he was listing allergies.
Kiwi?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it was
it was
mentioned last
kiwis.
session. Yeah. So I read over the notes today, so it was like subconsciously there.
Yeah, Conrad's are kiwis. Oh wait, me.
Alright, then yeah, Darrell would know. But yep.
Kiwi. Sorry.
Kiwi.
We got
I fucking hate that so much now.
Alright, let me make you tea. You can go sit down. I'll see if I can find the cat, and we can talk then. And while Mercury's making tea, if you guys want to switch to other stuff in the meantime.
We're trying to make Roddy and Saren go away.
Not gonna work.
Oh, sorry, Sabriel, you're saying something.
Just a quick thing. He at one point he just goes into the washroom, walks back out. He is in slutty pajamas, let's say.
No, please describe these to me, Devin. What do you mean by this? There are like 6 different definitions of that.
If you want to go fuck Venus, all you had to do was ask.
So it's like approaching tube top. Like it cuts off like right. Yeah, it cut. It's a like a pink shirt, like light pastel pink, but it cuts off near the ribs.
Do you mean a crop top?
Is that
Tube tops and pipe, crop tops can be loose.
Yeah.
It's tight in the right places.
Okay,
Oh my god.
And he has a pair of pajama pants. Only the like where the pockets would be.
Back
There's no where the side pockets would be. It just the fabric just kind of like dips down a bit. So there's these two like little like the hips are visible.
Like leg slits, like in dresses.
Oh my god.
Something like that. Yeah.
It shows the
Thighs.
It continues the hips.
Yeah, it's the pelvic thing. It accentuates the V line.
Oh yeah, the V line. Yeah.
Assless.
It's a sight, Mercury.
Mercury is not phased. Mercury lives with Venus. Are you gonna get cold?
He shakes his head like, I can switch it up if I like, and
Got one. Sorry.
and then just bunny slippers appear on his feet.
How'd you do that?
Oh, I thought you were there for that.
I know. How did you do that?
It was just a ray.
No, when they were at the bar.
Wasn't it?
He walked out in full cosplay at one point.
Yes,
Mercury
but-
was not there. Mercury was outside,
That's right.
Okay.
getting felt up by a creepy wizard. Anyways.
What?
No,
that
No,
was
was
later.
like-
That was later. That was
Yeah.
later. Sorry.
Also, you only explained it to Red.
Yep.
Yes.
But he is referring the outfit switch.
Honestly, I think at this point, if a character just says they don't know, just assume they don't. We have so many like weird interactions at this party.
Yep. Anyways, it's magical, and he kind of like taps a necklace he has around. I have a large wardrobe, all right here. And he kind
In
of
your
like
shirt?
no, and he kind of like pulls the chain, like a chain. Yeah, basically. He like shakes the chain and then he pulls back and it snaps into a choker with a little gem in the middle.
Oh, that's so fucking cool.
Part of the reason I don't have piercings, but I do, and there's like one earring he has on, but it's like clip on.
Oh, yeah. See, Venus, Jupiter did a lot of mine and kept taking care of them. Especially this one. Mercury lifts up her shirt. Not all the way, but just enough. And you
Eyebrows
see
go up.
Mercury has a belly button piercing. And
Oh,
it
that is so cute.
It's in the shape of a little star, and it has a bit of a chain, and then there's a sun.
That is adorable. I love it.
Thank you. I have a collection of them if you ever want to borrow one. I'll sanitize it.
Like I said, I'm not. No actual piercings.
That's fair. Real quick, stay here. Tea's brewing. I'm gonna go get changed. Mercury comes back in boxer shorts that are too big, and a
Of course.
hoodie that is also far too big, and the sleeves need to be tied off with hair elastics, but that is another point.
You find also the cat passed out between 2 of your pillows.
The cat, and Mercury will bring out the cat. What was the name that we came up for it?
Malboro.
No.
What was it?
Oh.
No,
No,
that was
it wasn't.
Uranus.
It was.
What was it?
Oh God.
Smokey or
I think
something
it was
like
Smokey.
that?
think so.
So, I know we all call him Smokey. But Yarnus has taken to calling him Marlboro, because Yarnus is trying to quit smoking now that there's a baby in the house. So it responds to both, which is good.
Yep.
Uh,
By the way, it is asleep in your hands.
and Mercury will hand that off to Sabriel as she goes to make one tea and one insidiously sweet-looking hot chocolate.
Sapple makes a noise much higher pitched than I can do.
Yep. It is a very, very... We have It's this sweet little, like, cupcake of a cat. It is so small.
It is tiny little baby. Look at its toe bean.
At that kind of cooing sound, it, like, rolls over a little bit in sleep, like, stretches out, like, the paws with the beans.
Mercury comes back with your tea and the insidiously sweet hot chocolate.
It smells like Willy Wonka.
Also, to be fair, do you guys know that one audio where it's like, I'll have, and then the person lists like
Yep.
the most like
Caramel
insane,
mocha chai. Yep. Caramel
And then-
mocha latte. Yep.
and for you, a tea, huh? Just tea. That's what's happening right here.
Alright.
Because Mercury is terrified of putting anything in your tea for the sake of you having an allergic reaction.
There is a metal straw if you'd like it.
He takes the tea gratefully. Just, thank you for everything today.
For what?
Everything.
I ain't done nothing. All I did was give you a ride home and make you tea.
And you helped with the ordeal in the graveyard.
I got dragged down.
And you were just a good friend. That's all.
Huh. Alright, thanks. Mercury does not know how to respond to that.
He just sipped his tea.
Uh,
As we cut back to the people we kind of cut off earlier.
yes.
So
Why?
there is the trio taking their walk home. Ray, what are you doing to try to get rid of the other two?
Smoke screen.
Sorry,
Also,
say
I stealth. Also, I know the entire thing off the top of my fucking head, and I typed it out.
Oh
Well
my
done.
God.
I am keeping as close an
Ray got
eye.
a head start and was immediately just being like, no, go
Go
away.
ahead and give me a stealth check and a perception check.
You're probably gonna win because my perception isn't. God damn it!
So, actually, I'm going to roll for Roddy as well.
I was gonna say roll for Roddy.
And then using action bonus action to just double dash.
It's still at half speed, though, which keeps it normal speed.
Not if you add an extra 15 feet, it's 45 feet.
I know,
Action,
because you have to do half speed to maintain stealth.
Yep.
I know, but 15 plus 15 plus 15. Movement, action, bonus action.
Oh, yes, sorry, but also
Double dash.
One of those.
she has 40 feet speed.
One of those actions
Right
had
feet
to
ahead.
be stealth though the first time.
Yeah.
So you got
Yep.
30 feet the first time, but then 45. However,
Perception was lower.
I've got a walk-in speed of 40 feet and can dash to 80. So have fun with that.
Roddy, what? You're not here.
Oh, Roddy sees you.
Yep, Roddy sees you very comfortably.
Where'd you go?
He just kind of points at like a corner where she's like just slipping behind.
Thank you. And
He's jogging behind, not nearly as fast.
Sarah anime teleports behind.
Yep.
That
I
one
ran.
You point to the left, him sitting there in the chair.
Go away.
Why?
Because I can walk home on my own.
I,
And it's good. Hour walk, and you have to walk all the way back. That's 2 hours. You're not going to get to bed till 5 in the morning, so I can walk home.
any closer to Roddy's place?
I'm not staying at Roddy's place.
No, I mean, if Roddy walked you and then went back to his own.
No,
You're
that's
probably on the
weird.
way to Roddy's. I think it's said before.
Roddy
He's still not
would
walking me.
live.
still not walking me home.
You're 17.
I'm walking home on my own.
You are 17.
I'm 21.
Alright, fine.
No, you're not.
I
but
have
okay.
a glowing sword,
Yeah, and I have knives.
a great light source.
Yes, and I have knives.
Just
Roddy
let
at this
me-
point just finally catches up.
Look, I told the others I was gonna walk you home, or at least Roddy would, so.
Well, I already walked away and didn't hear you, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, well, I told the others and they did hear me, so it does.
They can forget. No worries.
Nope.
Okay, bye.
And I'm gonna grab hold of Ray's collar, and I'm gonna keep walking with her.
Ray's trying to break out of that.
I suppose that's a grapple check, isn't it?
Athletics versus either athletics or acrobatics.
Can I use
Wonder which ones
acrobatics
are-
for speed to grab hold?
No, grapple is athletics if you're the grappler.
Alright.
Go away.
It's
So
not,
the
it's
two
not
of
a
you pratfall
collared
on each other.
Yeah, it's not a collared shirt, so he doesn't like choke you, Ray. But you do feel the tug of Saren's hand.
It's a big hoodie. Ray's not giving up the hoodie.
Yep.
Go away.
Nope.
I know jujitsu.
That's nice.
These two are my fucking favorite characters to argue.
Go away.
No.
He's gonna call Fenzi.
Go for it.
Fucking call him at 3 and 4 in the morning.
Yeah, I won't stop Ray from dialing a friend.
I finally found it.
Just like, what?
Put him on speaker. Tell him to go away, Fenz.
Who am I being told to go away? Who am I telling to go away?
Saren.
No, you need more friends. He
No!
hangs up on you.
Calling son.
Call son. They don't answer.
Ray's calling Sidora.
So I was like, business reason?
Yeah, tell him to go away, they're harassing me.
Alright, the cops on you in 10 minutes.
Okay, thanks.
Hang on.
Bye.
Right. That's gonna be fun.
Roddy immediately goes, I'm not sticking around for the cops.
Well, I suppose if I need to give you into police custody to escort you home, that'll do.
Whoa, I'm not going into police custody.
Hmm.
You're trying to kidnap a minor.
I'm trying to
fuck
make
are
sure
you
that
on
you get
about?
home safely.
Nah, you're trying to kidnap a minor.
Two fucking idiots.
Right. Let's see how this goes then.
I will say-
Truth exists in this world.
Ray, do you wait around for the cops to show up?
No!
Okay, what do you do? Say again?
I couldn't dip.
No, my eyes are directly on you the entire time.
He's trying to break out of the
You're not-
grapple and just
you're not
fucking
getting any-
double that.
You're not getting into any little corner or shadow for me to miss you.
I don't care about stealth anymore. I care about speed.
That's fine. I've got speed to spare.
Shut up! Ray, know that. He
So,
does.
Ray, do you take off at a dead sprint?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, nice to meet you follow.
Yeah.
What are both of your constitution modifiers?
Let's do.
+2.
You both run equally as long and you run equally as fast. You're just running after each other. You get a call though from Sidora.
Yeah.
It says, "Why'd you move?"
Never mind, I'm running.
The cops are already on their way.
Never mind, I'm running.
I
Hey,
can't stop
can you
now.
ask her to escort? Can you ask them to escort her home?
No, don't listen to her. She's a kidnapper.
You fucking walking home again alone?
Yes.
Ray hangs up.
You get a text that says they're following you now. Oh, hey, John.
Hey, John.
Hi.
It's sprinting.
We're trying to walk Ray home, but it's turned into
You
a
guys,
chase.
you guys hear sirens coming.
Calling Sidora again.
What?
Fucker.
Roddy, you were okay. So there was an argument between Saren and Ray as to if Saren's going to walk Ray home. They sprinted off in the distance after you were told that cops are going to show up, and you decided, "Fuck that! I'm not dealing with cops for this." But you can hear distantly in the direction they walked, cops chasing after them.
Oh my fucking god.
You two also hear yelling, and you know they're on vehicles, basically saying like, "Hey, hey!"
I'm gonna wave
Ray's
to
got
them
it.
and just point ahead at Ray.
Sprint.
Second, Ray. You're cutting out a little bit. Sorry.
Dead sprint.
You can't go any faster, and you've already been running for a while. They have vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, this is the point where constitution checks start happening to see if we start getting levels of exhaustion.
It doesn't quite matter because they will outspeed you before you can even get that point.
Yeah.
You see one of them on like a motorcycle, like basically drive directly in front of you, Ray, trying to cut you off.
I'm not playing Bale. I swear to God, y'all fuckers.
Is there any
Not
public property
paying for
nearby?
bail either.
And, like they're like stopping like a foot in front of you, Ray, trying to like trip you basically.
Okay. Just gonna try and dip out of the way.
You know what I have?
Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck.
You stumble over them, and immediately the cop just like grabs you by the arm, like, "Hey, why are you running? I thought you're being kidnapped."
Why
Thank
are you
goodness.
running?
Yeah, I am.
You
Just
Why are you
come to
running?
a stop.
Roll a deception check. It's old. Yeah, they roll higher. They're like,
Uh-oh.
"Kid." They turn to Sarah and say, "Are you her guardian?"
Not exactly, but we
not.
were working together on a job, and I
kidnapping me.
volunteered
Show
to walk
me
her
the
home.
show me the paperwork, please.
Yep, and she'll actually pull out the phone that was given to her by Glimmerscale. It probably has the mission details on it, I assume.
Ray, is Ray's name on it?
I would have Ray on it.
Ray's taking out her other ID, showing the cop, and just going, "That's not me."
Yes, that is.
Ray's showing him the name.
Go
That's
ahead
not-
and go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Cause it have advantage because of the ID.
No,
No.
you would have advantage if you didn't fail the last deception check.
Ray's just like, "That's not me."
Kind of look at it. Roddy, you're a bit distant, unfortunately. You decided to
I know, but what? This is player asking. What the
Oh,
I'm
Ray called
tired.
the
I'm in pain, and I come back to this.
Ray called the cops, pretending that Sarah was trying to kidnap her.
Why?
Didn't want to walk her along.
Ray is a child.
Oh my
You
fucking!
see Ray as the cop kind of looks at it and just goes like, "Okay, hold on a second. Both of you just stay here for a second. I got a phone call. I'm gonna call back the people who ordered this."
Yep.
Yeah, you
They call and say,
fucked.
"Hey, can you give a description of the person you asked me to follow?" Yep. Yep. Yep.
Isadora, you snitch!
Yep. All right.
You played yourself, right?
Yeah.
You kind of did.
I thought I had trustworthy friends.
Yeah, you do. They're trying to get you home safely.
I had trustworthy friends.
Yep. And the cop decides, like, "Look, I don't know what kind of shit you're trying to pull, kid, but where do you live? Is that the address? Whatever ID that is. Am I bringing you
Neither
there?
address is right. Neither address is right.
Then where am I taking you?
Well,
You can, but whether or not this is a kidnapper is still undetermined. Either way, it's safest to separate you from them and get you home."
I am perfectly satisfied with you guys escorting her home.
whatever. Ray just like leans over to them, gives him the address. Sarah's not finds out the fucking address yet.
Yep.
Just begrudgingly gives up.
He just goes, "All right. Am I gonna have to? Your parents know you're out.
I don't.
The ID you showed said you were 17, so
You played yourself.
Wait, so,
See, it counts as what part of the ID he looked at.
it's the whole part. It's his birth date.
Mostly the birth date.
The
Or
birth date- he would have to look at the whole thing to like trust that it's an ID. That you're not trying to cover shit up.
The
yeah.
name, Conrad.
Yes, the name doesn't immediately get rid of it.
No, the name of does your parents.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
No, I know.
Thank you.
I know.
Okay,
Oh
just
my
wondering.
Just
Just
fucking
wondering.
still asking.
Oh
Hold
my
him.
fucking god.
So he goes like, "All right, either way, I'm taking you home, and I am gonna have to check with people living there to make sure you do live there."
Fine.
Oh my god.
It's policy. Well, let's go. Thank you, lady. Hope you aren't a kidnapper.
Yeah, sure.
Saren. And
Saren.
yes, you can.
Oh, you're the one working with glitter scale.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, are you the
Nice,
techie kid?
I want to go home now.
Alright,
Sarah's
fine.
just standing there kind of grinning.
So you get driven home. There's a knock on the door. When your parents walk out, and just be like, "Did you do anything?"
Illegal? No.
The cop gives you a look at that. And it's just like, "No, we got what I'm presuming at this point was a cover-up phone call saying she was getting kidnapped, but I'm not convinced she was. Either way, brought her home. person who was following her isn't following her anymore.
It's really convincing by the state of what has happened with my family. Kidnapping isn't that far off.
I don't know. I don't.
Indian dogs.
Yeah, I don't know who your family is, kid. But okay.
Ray's just giving a shrug to Dion.
She looks almost stricken, just get in here, please.
But okay. Oh,
Sorry, right, wrong one. He kind of just puts a hand on your shoulder. Just go on. He nods to the cop. Cop says, "Just tell Glitter Scale that she's safe." He kind of gives a weird look. All right, sure thing, sir. Heads out, and he sits you down, gets you to sit across from him, gives you that look of explain.
I wanted to walk home alone.
From where?
Ray gives the location.
Why?
Because I wanted
To a
to.
fight or something?
No, I was with people, and they're okay people, but I just wanted to walk alone.
You didn't want to see the house. You didn't want him to see the house, did you?
No, it's not about the house. Well, it's a little bit about the house. I don't want... 3 people are already gone.
Yes, and we're trying to make sure you're not the 4th.
But I want to make sure you 2 aren't the 4th either.
Well, that's why you were brought to us. And until you don't live here anymore, it's our job to protect you.
Ray just puts her head down to him and is like, I don't like that.
I know you don't. So, in exchange, how about this? If you don't feel safe with the people you're with, call us, we'll pick you up, we'll protect each other. Or call Fenzi. You know we trust him.
It's 3 hours away.
Then call us. We're only 15 minutes. That way you can keep us safe while we come to pick you up, and we can keep you safe while we pick you up.
Fine.
Also, who's Glitter Scale?
Oh, I didn't tell you.
Is that a hooker?
So, you remember Sabriel? We do jobs now. I
Was he
have
not the one trying to walk you home?
know.
Did you guys have a fight?
No, well, yeah. He's a little bloody. But with,
It's dark enough that he can't notice.
but with dogs.
Oh, did you get bit?
Yeah. I got fixed up a little bit. But it's like
Okay.
that weird Anubis shit.
Oh. Is that related to the glitter scale thing, or
It is a glitter scale thing.
could you
But-
explain?
Ray sort of goes into a bit more detail and it's just well, and my old friend Toby was involved.
Does he know about Toby?
Oh, probably not actually.
Yeah, you get a nod. Says, do you think Toby's in danger with the whole thing, or?
Oh, out of every child I knew growing up, which is not a lot of them, he was one of the nicest.
Okay.
But after what
You
his
got
family,
tricked or something into it?
I don't know, but I think there's something underlying. And after his family being dicks and me going here instead, nah.
Well, I assume you're tired then.
It's 3 in the morning, do you?
Yes, that's why I'm assuming you're tired.
Slightly.
Do you want tea before you go to bed?
No.
Okay. At least go eat your leftovers, okay?
Oh, fine.
It's lasagna.
Slightly more fine.
Let me go heat it up for you. Sit at the table. I'll bring the first aid kit.
Ray will sit in, not her seat, not Sinar's seat, and not Dian's seat.
Yep, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep, he pauses very briefly at that, but he'll lay out the set and say, you know how to take care of the first aid, I assume.
Mm-hmm. And she sort of just, fixes herself up, wraps herself in the hoodie, and just tries to, lean more into the seat.
Yep, and you're served a small plate of lasagna with a cup of warm spiced milk.
Oh, I love the milk.
I know. I won't stick around, but just make sure you eat it before you go to bed, okay?
Okay. Good night.
And he kind of just gives you like the briefest like touch to the shoulder. You know he's not very physical.
They just sort of like puts her hand just right over it and just pats it.
Just and if Scale is as official as you say he is, remember that calling for backup is allowed with those missions. Don't get yourself too hurt
Yeah, I'm fine.
this time, but for the future.
I'll keep it in mind for other people who aren't as hardy as me.
Okay. Also, don't forget, you can expense any kind of taxis you take. You pat you on the shoulder and heads back upstairs.
For the record, I'm going to say that everybody else got the very brief Fane bulletin. Just saying,
Haha, you're on blast now, Ray.
Oh no!
pretty sure Ray just got escorted safely home by the cops. But it's fine.
Excuse me?
She's the one
What?
who called them.
No. Please more detail.
What?
And there'll be a bit more detail, including a little bit of, I don't know, the equivalent of, like, small
Gifts.
clips. Gifts.
Is Ray getting this as well, or is this?
This is everybody but Ray.
I hate
Oh, this
you.
is okay.
This
So
is-
this is
there's
communal
a-
fame.
Mm-hmm.
Audible.
Did you get arrested and do you need to be bailed out?
Nope, I'm fine. They
It's
recognized
an
my
audible
name and they
face
recognized
palm.
Glimmer Scale.
Good. I'm gonna fight
By the
Ray
way-
tomorrow.
Just around as the cop pulled off running, you just caught up to Saren. Saren is fast.
Yep, so you see cop cars driving off, Saren's standing there and no Ray. She looks back.
Did Ray get arrested?
Nah. Just escorted
Pity.
home.
Pity.
Roddy, you got a text by
Yeah.
the way.
What from who?
Your mechanic. The car's
Oh.
fixed.
3 in the
Oh,
morning.
thank God. Good Lord.
At 3 in the morning.
It's actually not that far away from where you are.
Perfect. He's gonna go over and get his car.
You can offer Saren a ride, or
If
Does anyone need a ride?
If he went a different direction just to go get it, then Saren's already started walking to
okay.
where she stays. So.
Alright, so as you guys finish your shenanigans and get home, and you need to take your long rest. Your 4th level effects come into effect now.
I would say
yes.
for the sake of everything,
God, did I?
Mercury would offer Saren, not Saren, Sabriel her bed, and she'd sleep on the couch.
He'll take it.
Alright.
He'll also ask Mercury real quick if Mercury had any spell slots left.
I do, yeah.
Do you happen to have that spell prepared again? The poison disease?
Yeah, why?
Any like gestures to the ring? I use the one.
Oh, yeah, here, and Mercury will expend it.
It's
Thank
restored once more into your ring.
Mm-hmm. Happily take that. He'll put one of his sorcery points back in it as well.
Alright.
Before he rests.
So, you all take your rest. I want everyone to roll me a d20.
Alright.
I like dice.
Everyone to roll a d20 or just one?
Everyone.
Everyone?
Oh lord, I don't like where that's going.
Oh, welcome to the single slot.
Hey! First roll of the night.
Mm.
Alright,
Ooh.
Roddy.
Yeah.
So, you return to the bar. It is locked up with a small note and a plate of food left for you on the counter.
Ah, lovely.
You eat it, you head up to bed, crash pretty quickly. It's, well, not a painful night, but an exhausting night, especially after the morning you had. As you fall asleep, the Fane just whisper, "Do you wish to dream tonight?
What do you mean?
We can show you a lot of things if you would like to dream.
Like what?
Well, whatever you'd like, but we have some ideas."
What are your suggestions?
Well, believe there's some interesting times of yours when you were much younger. I want to see what you think of it now with a mature head that you seem to have forgotten. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Right. So as you fall into your dreamscape, you see yourself back in the boarding school. Kind of standing at almost third person outside of your body. Watching as you are kind of teased. Um, Almost coerced into a fight as you walk through the hallways, people intentionally shoving up against you. Not quite slapping books out of your hands, but trying to get a reaction out of you. You can distantly, like it's coming from another person, feel that kind of rage building inside of you and them trying to smother it. And right before the moment that you remember that you snapped and started throwing hands, you feel your thing kind of pauses the dream and everything kind of slows to molasses. It says, "So why? What was so aggravating? Like, yes, they were being annoying, but why harm?"
It was compounded. Everyone was trying to get a reaction out of me. I just snapped.
But that's what they wanted. Isn't it?
Yes. It was.
Did they want you to hurt them?
No. I don't know what they wanted. They wanted a reaction out of me.
It seems
Thought it was fun to push me around. They thought wrong.
yes, that does seem quite ill-advised, angering a much larger, much more physically capable being. But the magicians, did they have ways to fight back?
I mean, a couple of them got a couple good shots in, I guess.
Well, relative to what you're able to withstand, that doesn't seem like much. Do you think
When you
you'd
grow
react
up
the
the way
same
you
way now?
do. Sorry?
Do you think you'd react the same way now?
Probably not. I can take a whole lot more. I've got a whole lot more patience now.
I'm glad to hear that. This seems to be a painful memory for you. We don't want you to have to make more.
Yeah.
Would you like a more pleasant memory?
I suppose.
Right. You see the dream fade as your hand first connects with someone's cheek, then it fades into another, much more familiar scene. You sitting across from a young woman, her kind of holding your hand, a little bit of tears in her eyes, and she says, "After all this, okay? Promise me."
Yeah.
Once we're out of this, you'll still be there, right?
Of course. At least I'll try. And if I'm not there, I'll find you.
Okay. Well, if you ever need to look for me, she pulls a small symbol on a chain around a necklace. You hadn't remembered this before. It's a ring. Uh, it was my parents' wedding ring. I had them melted down and joined together. If you ever need to find me, look for this. Okay?
Okay.
And I've heard that people do it with dogs. You can track them down as long as you know what the collar looks like. So if something ever happens, just find me, and if you can't find me, find this and bury me with it. Okay? And she takes a hand on your cheek and presses her forehead to yours. The Fane start whispering again as it slows down once more, and you can see her blinking in very, very slow speed. Says, "This is her, right?"
Lady.
Sorry, say again?
Lady.
your memories of her are complicated. There's a lot of
Alright.
joy there. Bittersweet? Is that the word you folks use?
Yeah.
Well,
I would have
hope you
ran
find
away with
safe.
her, you know.
You almost did.
I almost did.
But if you can't find her now, maybe it's best you didn't. Now you have stability. Someone to bring her back to.
Yeah. I haven't given up.
We know. Well, we'll let you sleep now. We have a weird dream that you were supposed to have tonight if you care to see it.
Would you linger on the memory of Sadie for a little longer, please?
Sure. We'll go to some of the more fun ones, less bittersweet. You
I'd
end up
appreciate
playing
it.
some ones that are of more passive times. Times of sitting around inside of a forest, drinking mulled wine together, cider, laughter around uh, not quite a campfire, but a ring of people. It's soothing in the way that a good workout is. A strain on the muscles, but necessary. And you all wake fully rested. So, each of you wake up around noon, as it was very late. Roddy, you're woken a little bit earlier than that by a knock on your door, like, "Hey, did you get back home?
Yeah.
You alive?
Yes.
coffee?
Regrettably. Yes, please.
All right, come on downstairs." Ray, you're not quite awoken, but there's a knock on your door around noon that says, from your mother. Well, not your mother. What's her name again?
Senar.
Sonar. Sonar? Sonar.
Senar.
Senar, right?
Yep.
Okay. Sonar, she kind of knocks on the door and says, brunch is ready. If you want it.
Ray just sort of goes into the stash, gets like a water bottle. It's opaque, and just starts drinking. I'm like, fine.
Okay. It's fancy eggs.
Oh.
You see, they made basically like a good what's it called scrambled eggs with like a lot of like veggies and spices with them, alongside pancakes.
I feel like the only reason Ray's still here is for the food.
What are the reasons to stay home, really?
Yeah.
You enjoy the breakfast with them, I presume. It's tasty. There's no big conversation about last night. One of those just like very brief of just like, so you're doing jobs again?
Yeah. And also, just for context, she's not eating much.
Yep.
Just enough, and then just sipping.
Yep, they generally let you take as much as you want from like a larger plate.
Okay.
They basically just the basic question of like, okay, what's the basics of the mission? Which one are you working with? Like which guild, etc., etc.
Just like gives the most base details.
Yep, they don't pry for more. And, Mercury, you wake up to Sabri already being awakened, cooking breakfast alongside a very grumbly Mars.
You already up?
I suppose so.
Do you not sleep much?
No, I slept fine.
Also, Mars, get out of the kitchen. You asked me to cook. Move.
I
yeah.
asked Mars to help.
He didn't know where the plates were. Also, pretty sure he doesn't know what a spatula is.
I'm learning.
He's trying his best.
Yeah. He's trying his best. Turned out okay, at least. There's like one breakfast burrito sitting on there for you. That's the prototype.
Fair enough. I'll eat tape. I am a tape. No. That's not the right word.
Could I have a retroactive, like, cooking roll with advantage for Cyril?
It's a cooking roll. The advantage is taking away disadvantage.
Fair enough. So would that just be wisdom?
It's wisdom. Yeah.
Sleight of hand.
Right, and he will get himself. Ha!
Oh,
It's pretty good, actually.
Ha!
good.
He managed
good,
to scramble
Sabriel.
eggs.
Whoa.
Oh,
He
I
moved eggs around on a pan.
Okay.
Hey, I didn't learn that shit for a while. Okay, that's hard.
Y'all can fuck off. Cooking scrambled eggs is an art.
I suck.
Okay?
Is
I
this a
suck
bully
at eggs.
Sabriel session?
I mean, I feel like Ray got
Yeah.
easily bullied.
No, I called the cops.
Yeah, you got bullied by your friends.
I was getting bullied and called the cops.
Ray bullied herself.
Mercury
Ray
might
did the
genuinely-
equivalent of calling the teacher when she got bullied.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Mercury, Ray did the thing of calling the teacher because Ray wanted to be left alone when the nice kid was trying to offer some snacks. Like,
And
that
Ray
was
said
what
no.
Ray did.
What's the one thing of love your mind or goob? Everyone hated me.
Literally, that's literally
Shut
what
up! Why did you find out how I based this character?
I would be genuinely honest, Mercury might get into a fight with Ray because of that.
Minutes later.
Meet the Robinsons right before our first session.
Shite, speaking of, what do we have to do today, Sabriel?
I guess we need to get some. Go back from Glimmerscale.
Well, in the meantime,
Again,
what are we doing? In the meantime, what are we doing?
I'm not certain. I suppose we could check in with the group.
Is Venus awake?
Probably. Yeah, she would have woken up a bit about before everyone else, and is getting ready for a shift in a couple hours.
Sabriel
Chicken
might present a breakfast burrito at some point.
Yep, she'll happily eat it. A prepared meal she's never going to say no to. They're never going to say no to. I keep mixing that one up. They kind of look around, just like, so, things went well?
Kind of.
Well, no one's
Somebody.
dead, right?
No, nobody's dead, but somebody moved. They set off the dogs, and then we had to kill them, which kind of sucks because I wanted to see where they were going to take the body. So I think next time I might go.
Part of me wonders if they really would have, with the way that one was talking. They seemed aware of us. I doubt they would have left with us, just having seen everything.
But at least we would have seen if they were doing something while digging up the body. While
guess
taking it
so.
out. They figured like you were just like we could have seen if they were casting any magic, if it was leaking out of them.
There's no point dwelling on it now, though.
Aye, but we can always ask them to bury another body.
I guess so. Part of me worries for what could actually be done, though. I wouldn't want to put any unwanted stress or complications on any of the families, especially at a time like that.
Aye, but if it's for the sake of research to make sure nobody else can get it, fortunately, bodies have all been taken.
Well, again, we haven't gotten back anything they might have looked into it for now, so
I mean, if you guys give me oxygen, bury me alive.
I think they would know. They were aware of us pretty keenly in the fact that we were not corpses. I don't think being in a coffin is what does it. You might be right, but I'm doubtful.
I could cover myself in guts and gore then. I smell dead. Look dead.
Then why wouldn't we just put the guts and gore in the coffin then?
Because they need a body. They need a body for something. Those animals were affected by magic. Some sort of reviving magic. Ask Necromancy if I've ever seen.
He shakes his head. They were alive, though.
Aye.
It was keeping them going, but it wasn't. They weren't undead, I don't think.
Oh,
I don't think. I'm not.
you look
I wish
pretty
I knew more on
undead to
this.
me. You couldn't stabilize them afterwards. You couldn't spare the dying. It's because you can't. They're not dying. They're dead.
Or that whatever was holding them together, as soon as it broke, it was far beyond something like that.
So it's either a necromancer.
You also can't spare the dying on someone who's been turned to stone. But it doesn't make them less alive.
I don't know. Argyle pretty dead. Regardless, we get it. So I think it's a necromancer. That's what I think. Anubis is related to death. Related to death and rebirth. It's what he does. So it makes sense for somebody to be gathering dead bodies. I just worry what.
Separate do a religion check on that.
Go for it.
Because the tie of Anubis and undeath is kind of rubbing them the wrong way. 24.
24. Yeah, you would actually know that's kind of what Anubis is built to negate.
Yep.
It wouldn't be surprising if he had servants that were undead, because he is a god of death. If they weren't celestial, they probably would be undead. But at the same time, his job is to prepare bodies so they cannot become dead.
Anubis.
Very much a Hades figure.
Yeah, Anubis is one very much not. Almost antithetical to undeath. Preparing bodies so they can't be risen unnaturally.
And then why are they taking bodies that have already been put to rest?
I don't know.
I'm not saying necessarily it is Anubis, but religion can be skewed, and oftentimes thing that's set in can get chiseled out. Doesn't matter if the teachings are 1,000 people are going to look at them in the eyes of the day.
I suppose I feel like we're grasping at straws.
I'm just looking for theories. It's what I do. I'm an archaeologist and a researcher, Sabriel. That's kind of mindset, is building things out of.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the archaeology you study doesn't usually walk around in towns digging up graveyards.
The only difference between archaeology and grave robber is how long someone's buried.
Right.
I'm not wrong.
He just kind of like turns one of the little holy pendants he has on his wrist.
What?
Should we check with the others then?
Why do you wear those?
Because I like to.
But you're not a cleric.
No, but I hold the powers of one.
Are you a religious man?
I'm not dedicated to anyone, but
Keep in mind that is also relatively common. Most people still focus on a domain as opposed to a god.
yeah, he kind of like thinks for a second. It's like I hadn't thought about it too much since I was younger, and I suppose it just kind of stuck. But I'd like to be friends with gods if I could.
Xenia 2.0.
That's what they
Or
fucking
just
say.
or just negative Ashta.
Yep.
Oh my god, I was gonna say Astra's role is fucking. The Watcher in your head is screaming right about now.
He's not pleased.
I
Not pleased.
Sure, we rehabilitated him a little bit.
I would like to be friendly with them.
As a reminder,
Friendly.
he just calls it the Watcher.
I don't know any god, and I can't really help you be friends with
Not
stuff that's
like
pretty close.
I don't expect to have a direct conversation with them. I wouldn't be surprised if some of them weren't too fond of me from circumventing certain things,
Why is that?
because I'm non-standard. There's a few like me, but my magic is not clerical, but I can do much the same things and more.
That's okay. If you get smart, I get smart. We're both non-standard. You know that, right?
Nods. Yes, but gods and religions do have this tendency to be at least some of them a bit stalwart in things.
Aye, that's true. But a lot of gods generally tend to look on things that are different. Maybe as something new, then better. The mark of themselves on Earth is already repetitive and boring,
But I wouldn't want to limit myself to just those ones.
but you're not. There ain't no just one God.
I
There's
know.
hundreds of thousands, and
He like turns the bracelet with like many different like symbols, and I'm very well aware.
I know. I'm just trying to explain my point. Just let me get to it. I if one God sees you in a different light and another God sees you in another light, break it down this way. I see you in a different light than Saturn's, right?
That's putting it lightly.
But go on with me here. I see you in a different light than Saturn's. Does it make you any more of what you are?
Tilt said, I'm not sure what you mean.
What you are, you, Sabriel, the essence that makes you you, your soul, your atom, being, your personality, your beliefs, your love. Does seeing you through a different set of eyes diminish who you are as a person?
These, does the fact that they can see me differently change who I am? Not particularly, unless I'm trying to.
Exactly.
But-
just because one person's wearing sunglasses and another person isn't, doesn't change how bright you are. You're still the same. It doesn't matter how anything views you.
I just slightly disagree. Let me be clear. I'm not directly tying my self-worth to being as likable and enjoyable as possible. But I still aim to be, I
I know.
suppose.
And that's okay. That's normal. That's
Isn't-
every person
Mhm.
tries to be that. Even Ray. Oh, she doesn't fucking show it, and I swear to God, I'm gonna punch her in the face.
She,
But
please don't.
I'm gonna have words with her, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, everybody wants to be liked, Gabrielle. Everybody wants to go out and see that people are smiling at them. But unfortunately, there are going to be people like you. Not that anything you did, nothing you did. It's just the way that some people don't click. It's like how some substances repel each other. Oil and it's just how it be. And base it to other deities. There'll be some that like you, and that just don't. And
Nods.
that just is how it is.
Mercury, I assure you, I have gotten more than of my fair share of backhands in high school. I know that some are just ones who are not, and quite frankly, I'd prefer to be removed from them, as that would probably they'd be better off without one who graded on them so much.
No.
In the same way, though, I simply he turns the bracelet again. I'd like to put good foot. I'd like to have a good foot forward. Let's say.
And I'm not denying you that. Put your good foot forward. Just know that sometimes somebody will try to step on your other.
He nods. I know.
I know you know. I'm sorry, you said something about high school. Can I have names, please?
He just said, "I only keep
Names.
I only keep the names of the successes."
No, I want the names of the people who hit you.
No, yeah. I just
Again,
wanna talk to them.
I only keep names of successful ventures.
You're lying, but that's fine. I respect your integrity to not tell me. Just know if I ever find them.
I was also
No.
a pervy kid in high school. Let's not mince words.
I'll still cut off their fingers.
God.
Please don't.
You don't know my section of
Say that again. Sorry, you're kind of cutting out.
What I do with my bone saws are my business.
And I still reserve the right to request that you don't do it to people who may have lightly slighted me in the past, perhaps justifiably.
Eh.
I
It is what it is.
appreciate the sentiment of protection, though. I really do.
Yeah. I don't know. I think what you said about you being unnormal kind of set me off, I guess.
Hmm.
I'm not really normal. And if gods don't like things that are normal, then I guess stuff that's happened sort of makes sense. Kind of their way of trying to get me off the earth, you know?
Hmm.
Blemishes don't belong in.
She said, I'd say I'm blessed to be here in the first place. Just as you would be.
I mean, I almost died. Mercury's like ticking off her fingers. Couple of times. You see like 6 before she kind of gives up. Times.
Right, but surely if a god had it out for you that much, they could just simply make sure the job is done.
Either that or I've got a guardian.
Hmm.
I like to think I've got a guardian angel. Or spirit. Or deity. Or a dryad. But
If
I don't
you're,
think Mother Oak can come this far.
if there's anything, if you're anything close to celestial in nature, there could be a chance.
I'd like that.
You
I
might
doubt it.
Who knows? You might end up with 3.
Nah. Nothing gets stuck with me unless I stick it to me.
There's a grumble from like 2 of the people in the room with you.
I'm not wrong.
I sense dissent among the peanut gallery.
But they would never spoken to me if I didn't speak to them first.
You see Venus kind of gives you a look and say, well, that's not necessarily true.
Yeah, Samuel looks over at Venus. I doubt that one at least.
Mars
Well-
seems to have no argument there. Funny enough, but Venus kind of gives you a look where Mercury.
Well, probably only Venus and Saturn, if anything. But everybody
Uranus too.
else... Oh, but Uranus is so in his bombs and books. We'd never have thought.
Oh, you were so innocent back then.
Ha ha ha. Yeah. 13 was a year.
It was fun for some of us.
Yeah.
Also- I didn't mean to peek, but your phone does have a text from Sarah Mercury.
Oh, shoot. And Mercury will pick up the phone. Oh, did I get sent something? No, I didn't. Okay. What does it read?
Sorry, what? But I don't remember sending a text to Mercury.
This is basically my way of moving the session along with the things we were talking about.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, for Ariel, what we were discussing.
She's not texting anybody, she's just going to do it.
Okay.
Oh,
In that case,
Sorry.
I don't know what this is, but it's a weird mumble letters. Mercury's gonna feign CERN. Did you text me?
No? Why?
Alright, I don't know, some cosmic entity wants me to move things along. Are you okay? What are you up to?
I clicked 7 buttons and fucked everything up.
Oh my god.
Why is that a mood?
What?
I was very confused for a second there, Ty.
That was the explanation for why you got a weird text is Ray clicked 7 buttons, and...
It's through like 4 different VPNs.
Yeah.
So,
I was trying to.
Yep.
what are you...
Sorry, it was a text from Ray that says I'm coming over.
Oh, alright.
Uh-oh.
Apparently Ray's coming over.
This is
Oh, in
gonna
the
be
meantime,
fun.
I'm gonna switch to Ariel real fast.
Yep.
So.
So I guess I'm going to whatever place or office or whatever I would get that information at, or can I just go to the location?
You'd have to go there directly.
Yeah, I just want to go to the location, and I just want to see if I can find his name somewhere.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Alright. Let's see. Investigation 20.
In the exterior graveyard, you don't find anything, as well as on the name-plated trees that some elves are turned into. You don't seem to find the name Jeremiah or the family name anywhere.
Alright.
But there is a large mausoleum as well.
Right, then she'll be going there.
Yep. As you enter, it's a quiet and cold temperature-wise, but very warm feeling place. There's a lot of soft yellow lights. It's decorated not richly, but very colorfully, with kind of golds and reds and greens. And sitting kind of peacefully arranging some of the flowers around there, you see an Earth Genasi woman, older looking.
Mhm.
She kind of turns to you as you walk in and says, "Might I help you?"
I'm looking for somebody. Calvin Jeremiah?
Mr. Jeremiah, yes. Are you family? You don't seem the type.
No. No. Found something of his that he'd lost, and I was just wondering if... Well, I followed the trail, found out he'd died some time ago, so I thought I'd better come here and see.
Yes. Do you wish to leave it by his statue?
I'll just bring word of it, I guess, to him, so if I could just see where...
Sure. Come on, dear. And she guides you down a small set of stairs to a. It seems. So when I use the word mausoleum, I mean like a large building. It seems they have a bunch of almost like rooms meant for different families within this almost like honeycomb style structure. And she brings you down to one of them that's labeled with the last name, which Jeremiah was the last name, right?
Yeah, you wrote
Yes, it was.
Calvin Jeremiah.
Yep. And you get brought down to the Jeremiah section. Brought to a small statue of what fits the description of what he looked like when he was a bit younger, as well as with a image of a small canine creature resting at his feet.
Mm-hmm. Alright. And she'll just say thanks to the Earth Genasi and just kind of give the statue a look over, and clearly not buried in the earth, right?
Yes.
Alright.
It seems there's not quite an urn, but a small porcelain container that carries his ashes,
Yeah.
sitting behind the statue.
Alright. Noted, in that case. And there'll just be a quiet little, hey, found your dog. Or jackal.
You notice that the woman is kind of staying by the entrance, giving you enough space to converse, but trying to keep an eye on things at least.
I've wondered if you would have been the one of them dug up, but guess that answers that.
The statue doesn't talk or anything.
Yep.
Just sits there with cold, seemingly painted golden eyes.
Yep. She's mostly doing this because that's what she told the lady, and so she'd better go through with that.
Yep.
Just enough that if the lady were to be overhearing, she'd hear normal. Just like, well, news about the dog.
Okay.
Alright. And
As you kind of go to leave, she says, "Sorry, did you find Mr. Jeremiah's jackal?"
Yeah. You knew about him going missing?
Yes, his will had it mentioned that he'd like to be buried with it if it could be done, but we couldn't find it.
I'll pass it along. I know where it ended up. It didn't survive. But
Oh, what happened?
caught the illness. And didn't make it. But still had the collar. So that's how I knew where to look. I'll
Are
pass it along to... I know where it was taken to be inspected, so...
Alright. If you can have it sent here, we'd appreciate it. Are you one of the ones investigating about that?
Yeah.
Do we have any updates? We've had a couple try to break into the actual mausoleums themselves.
Really? When? Recently?
A few days ago, yeah. They seemingly snuck in through a door that was left open and didn't do anything. They just rested at the feet of some people.
I guess there's not really anything to dig up in here.
No, it's strange they left the graveyard alone, though.
Did anybody get interred that day?
We have someone here most days, as it seems, because we don't bury people, we don't have as many problems, so most days we have at least one, yes.
Who was it on the day that the dogs got in? Or That and/or can you show me which statues the dogs lay by?
She points to Calvin Jeremiah. That's why I thought it was interesting you were coming in. They didn't all rest by him, but one did, a rather large one. Seemed to sleep here through the day. We didn't want to startle it or anything. And then left again during the night.
Hmm.
They're peaceful as far as we can tell.
Yeah.
Give us all quite a bit of fright.
Makes sense. It's only a natural reaction facing something with that many teeth. Thanks. I'll go ahead and take that into account just in case. I don't know if it's important yet, but it might
Alright.
be.
If you have any more questions, please come back. I can bring some of the workers here who were present when it happened. Just give us a call in advance. I can give you my phone number.
I'll take it. And honestly, if any of them can give a description of the dog or dogs, could be helpful.
I think one's actually a bit of an artist. I can possibly get you a sketch.
Even better.
We have one actually sleeping here tonight, or today, if you want to see it.
Yeah, actually.
She pulls him into one of the other rooms. It seems to be under a name that is... Hold on. Under the Avalanche family. Spelled just like the word avalanche. And it's a number of statues, a number of which are obviously Genasi, but the rest are either half-elves or full-elves. Each type of Genasi, you notice, is buried in a different way. Ashes for the fire Genasi, a kind of like frozen swirl of almost like petrified amber for the water. The air would have just a simple brazier in front of them, and the earth are very, very ornate statues, almost like the people got like turned into them. But the elves are treated the same way that Mr. Jeremiah was. And she points over to what's very clearly one of those weeping jackals, resting at the feet of an older man. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, that's only a 5.
Okay. Yeah, just seems to be resting into sleep. The eyes don't glow. There's no weeping tears, though there are the tear tracks. Seems at peace.
Okay. She's gonna see if she can get a look at the name of the statue it's sleeping under.
Sure. It's one of the Earth Genasi ones. The name would be Elizabeth Avalanche.
Okay.
Just hear a giggle in the background.
Yep.
Yeah, that was good timing.
Okay. Noted. And she'll just ask
Sure.
if they give a call if anything else odd happens or turns up.
Yeah, sure thing. Here, I'll give my card as well. She hands you a card with her phone number on it. Notably, her last name is actually Avalanche. Her name is Maribel Avalanche.
Okay, Maribel?
Yes, Maribelle.
You said that so quickly, I was
Sorry,
writing something else at the time.
Maribelle.
Okay. And is she a head keeper of a mausoleum, or is she just the employee on on duty?
She seems to be the person who owns it.
Okay. Alright. Good to know. And that's taken, that's tucked away and noted, and I think then Saren, I feel like that's the end of that line I can take at the moment.
Alright. In that case, we will switch to Ray, knocking at Mercury's door.
She's knocking.
Mercury will open the door.
Real quick, was there any preamble between, for Ray getting here?
Ray texting Mercury, going, I'm coming over.
Okay, several said a quick thing then, just in between.
Go for it.
Mercury, could you... What exactly issue do you have with Ray right now?
The fact that she called the cops on the siren,
Mm-hmm.
that there could have been an actual incident that the police needed to be at, and instead they were going to something stupid like that. That she was being childish, and that's ridiculous. And that saying that somebody's going to kidnap you is a serious accusation, and Siren could have been arrested. So yeah, I'm a little annoyed.
And let's say, what would you hope to accomplish about that in regards to Ray?
Don't do it again.
So you'd like to convince Ray to not do that again?
Oh, I ain't going to convince.
Then what are you going to do?
Mercury does not answer. Mercury gives you an unsettling smile, and Mercury goes into her room to go get dressed.
Sabriel like pulls on the back of the shirt.
Mercury
No.
takes off her shirt and keeps walking.
Mercury, please.
I'm gonna get dressed, and I will come back out. And
I care about both of you, and I don't want to see you two fight.
I will not hit her if that's what you're asking.
Verbally, even.
Well,
It's-
maybe she shouldn't have called the cops on somebody who's trying to make sure she was safe.
But it's not going to be constructive.
Then I'll make sure it's constructive. Constructive criticism. I'll do that. That's perfect. Thank you for the idea.
Mercury, you know that interactions between you two have been very rough.
Aye.
And coming at Ray with an accusation is just going to lead to Ray fighting back.
But it's not an accusation.
It's
It's
going
the
to
truth.
feel like one.
Alright, fine. I won't say nothing. And the next time when Saren does get arrested, I won't say nothing there. Now, can I please go get dressed and have coffee? Because I'm about to fall asleep again.
Fine, but I want to help you find a way to voice your concerns to Ray without it turning it into something that's going to make both sides very angry with each other and have nothing change.
Around now, there's a knock on the door.
I will get it. And then it'll be fine. Mercury, by the way, opens the door wearing a sports bra and boxer shorts because she slipped out of the hoodie.
Yep.
Proceeds to open the door.
Ray just immediately looks like, hi, sorry I called the cops. This is slightly uncomfortable.
You might not know that they know because you didn't get included in that thing.
Ray's knows you people!
Okay, fair.
That is a fair
Aye.
assumption.
Mhm.
And as long as you don't do it again, it's fine.
Okay, is the conversation done?
Promise you ain't going to do it again.
Sure. Is the conversation done?
Mercury gives you a look. Like, just a very thorough once over. Did you get
Okay.
home safe?
Yes.
Thank you. Come on in.
Ray's looking for a familiar car.
Sabriel lets out a long sigh of
Ray-
relief.
There is no car there.
Ray's texting him just like, get over here!
What's wrong?
Oh, that's Ray texting. She just like texts like, very, very quickly and fervently. Oh, I'm fine.
And you get a response of saying, "No, you.
I don't know where you are.
Tough luck."
But just calling him.
Picks up. What?
You know where I am.
Yes.
I know you know where I am. Please come.
No.
Come on. Sabriel, do you want to meet a pretty boy?
Yes?
See, someone wants to see you.
Good.
Who's the
Bring Mercury
pretty
too.
boy?
Where are you?
Bring Mercury too.
Where?
Agree to bring Mercury.
Sure, where?
Look around the corner.
Ray's running.
Right.
I have no idea.
Funny enough, Mercury and Sabriel, you both got a text saying, just follow her.
I'm gonna have another talk with whoever's hacking my phone.
There's a type back of who do I add you as and a heart.
Hold on, what was the stupid joke again? He responds with, put me in his pizza pie.
Hmm. So we're gonna like narrow the size of the phone, but.
Or Ray Zookeeper.
Hot slice. He types in.
Sure. Nice gallery, by the way. I want to delete those.
There's our one back. I would have sent them if you asked.
More fun this way.
Ray's just fucking tackling
Ray,
him and hug.
You round the corner. He's inside the car.
Opening the
Ray
door.
goes through the windshield.
And I'm gonna share the art.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, look at that!
Hey.
As a
Crocs fucking A.
Thank you, Mr. Crocs!
relatively tall, right?
Like 6'4".
Yeah,
Oh,
relatively
no.
tall looking dude.
Oh, what a man.
Long duster jacket. Pretty skinny relative to his height. He's not built like Roddy is by any means. But he has like a very mischievous look in his eye. And he walks out and immediately gives Ray a hug. Just kind of
I
pat him on the
hate you.
head. Yeah, I know. Alright, let me go judge these two and if they're worthy.
One of them already is.
They both already are. You're just too much of a brat to notice it.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker. You are motherfucker.
Yep. You get sent a picture, by the way, of Ray with a big smile on her face, Sabriel. It looks like it's like a year old or so.
He just looks at it, smiles, and just texts back, "Thank you."
It's called blackmail. Use it well.
I return back. No thanks.
Wrong person to send it to.
Wrong person to send it to, honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna say. He goes, okay, Mercury. You get a photo. It says blackmail use. Sabriel's too good of a person.
Mercury responds back, "Oh, I'm fucking not. Thanks."
Good. And he rounds the corner. And he waves both. He says, "Hey, I'm the one who hacked you guys. Nice to meet you.
I don't hack my phone, please. I just got it.
I did it like 2 weeks ago. Sorry.
Get a VPN.
Why?
VPNs don't work. I mean, you know that.
It worked. Hey, fans.
What?
You know the comic?
Yeah.
Points at Sabriel.
Kind of looks at Sabriel like, nah, I don't believe it. Hold on, like,
Motherfucker, I'm right.
There's a feign over to Ray, just like, "Hey, please keep that down low."
Ray like points for head, just like, see, it's not a drug.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just like it's a thing. It's real. He spoke to me in my head.
What, you talking about the Fane?
It's called telepathy.
No, it's really not. You see, near-death experiences kinda, they get in the fucking cranium, you feel?
Well, actually, they did a couple of research studies on that. It's not actually their death experience. It's the fact that when clerics pump a lot of magic into you, sometimes it creates sorcerers.
You didn't call a cleric, so
I didn't need to. You had other experiences.
excuse me.
Look, my dear, there's this thing called Fane, and we all kinda got it, except for you. That's fair if you're jealous, but, Ray
Oh no,
wasn't
I know
on
Fane
drugs.
exists. It's fine.
Oh, good.
I told you what they were.
Real quick, there's still some breakfast burritos inside. Would you two like one?
I would love one.
I ate, and Ray's just like sipping from her cup.
It just grabs you by the wrist. No, you didn't. Let's go.
Motherfucker. Yes,
Out
I
of
did. I was.
curiosity, what's your name?
Fenzi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Oh, by the way, both of you go ahead and give me a history check, Sabriel with advantage.
All right. If it's a moment of like thinking if he's heard of him before or anything, guys.
It's more so trying to get the race.
All right.
21's enough, don't worry.
All right.
He's very clearly a shapeshifter in his natural form, actually.
There's a pause and like, "Ray, is this the one?"
Ray nods.
I take it I've been spoken about.
He just slowly nods and just like, "Please come in."
Ray looks offended.
He's gonna insight check you. How obvious you being?
He's giving bedroom eyes.
Yep, kind of looks at this as, yeah, no. Alright, let's go.
He deflates a
I'm
bit.
going to.
Was that the only reason I was getting offered breakfast, or do I actually get breakfast?
I
No,
know.
no, that was before I figured out. But let's go.
Ray is trying to slowly slip, like, gold bills into his pocket.
Just lets you.
Yeah.
He goes, don't worry, you'll find them again later. Alright,
Well,
let's go.
Out of curiosity,
Yeah.
you're yeah, I don't know what it's
Yeah,
called
I am.
here. Yeah. Why not? Gestures
What?
to Sabriel.
Doesn't know me yet. He's horny, but doesn't know me yet.
Fair enough. I respect you. Mercury goes out for a fist bump.
he's a
He
pretty
gives you a fist bump.
he's a pretty respectable person.
Yes, and so is Mercury if you get your head out of your ass, right?
Shut up.
I wanted to talk to you first.
I
Oh, you can talk to me
respect
now.
more.
But too
Please.
soon. I see those eyes.
I can't help it sometimes. He
You offered me.
blinks
You
at
already,
his eyes.
you already offered me nudes.
You did what?
I'm sorry. When
He looked into my phone.
I
He's a
get
baby
offered-
to you.
So are you.
Wait a minute. How
Also,
fucking
I'm
old
older
are
than
you?
you. Older than her.
Alright, but 17. What are you, like 19?
How old is he again?
22.
Yeah, 22.
Oh, okay, good, awesome, fun times. You're legal, good.
It
Drinking.
depends which. Technically, I'm a fae, so I'm always legal. But let's go.
I meant drinking. There's a very
Yes.
quick fucking.
It's hard to stop a fae from drinking. Don't worry. But seriously, I was told breakfast burritos, and now I'm hungry.
Sabriel will present them.
And you guys go up into the apartment, or do you wait outside?
Ray's going up and just sticking to his side.
You were coming into the apartment.
She's letting him lead the way.
You guys see Venus and Jupiter. Kind of give a look as he comes in. Quick up and down. Give a look to you, Mercury.
Talk to him first. Mm-hmm.
No, just it's more of a look of like, who's this?
This is Fenzi. This is Ray's friend. I don't really know him.
He's nicer than me.
But we're looking to fix that.
Jupiter gives a look of like,
Or, gestures to the eyes. Talk to him first.
Venus gives a look to the eyes, gives a look to Sabriel.
There's like an eyebrow movement.
There's the silent conversation of who gets first dibs.
The response of like, do you think we can convince do it once?
There's a acknowledgement of challenge.
Just like as they're walking in, there's like just a light fist pump. Sabriel gives to Venus.
Yep. Venus nods and goes, so, Ray, introduce me to Fenzi. You brought a friend? You have friends?
He's my best friend. I've known him for 2 years.
Yeah, that sounds like you. Jupiter kind of goes to give you a fist bump, Ray.
Excuse me?
But these people are like my worst friends, and I've known them for too long. Short friends are better.
Hey!
Well, he's technically my longest friend, so I'm not gonna fist bump you.
Want a glass of milk?
No, I have a drink. Ray sort of just goes up to the juice.
Yeah, it's this. Alright. Well,
Joke's on you, not juice.
I don't care.
Ray, could you at least try a bite of the burrito? I'm still learning.
Benji's gonna make me eat. He's gonna shove food in my mouth in about 20 seconds.
I won't do that, but I'll just guilt you until you do it.
I'll leave you to it then.
I say I strap you to a chair, but I've already had that, and it kind of hurt, so we're not going to do that.
Oh, don't worry, that's happened.
Sabriel kind of like lightly cringes.
Fenzi just gives a look to you, Ray. Doesn't say anything. Looks at the burrito. Doesn't say anything. Looks at you.
Real pick up the burrito.
Sabriel's watching.
Lightly
He starts counting down from 5 with his fingers.
lightly just taps his cheek.
4,
Taps his nose.
3,
Taps his chin.
2.
Taps his forehead.
He goes to 1 and you see his fingers slowly turn into like a claw.
Bite the burrito.
Burrito.
It's really good, actually.
I want a burrito.
I want a burrito.
Rachel just goes, not bad. Not bad.
Mercury's gonna feign both Roddy and Saren, telling them to come over. Breakfast is ready. Also, hey Jupiter,
I'm on my way out. What?
bend down real quick. I gotta ask you something.
You're taller than me.
Ha!
Jupiter?
Jupiter's the small one, right?
Mars.
Oh, that's right. I was doing Mars, not Jupiter this whole time. Shit. Fuck.
I was like, I thought Jupiter was on
Sorry,
shift.
wrong one. Sorry, wrong one. Jupiter is getting ready for shift.
No, boy just got home. He was on night. Let him sleep.
Sorry, Venus was on shift. Yes, Jupiter. Yeah, Jupiter's just coming home. That's right. Sorry, a lot of names. He kind of crouches down. It's like, what?
And Mercury will basically whisper, "Do you think you can get me an EpiPen?"
What race?
Elvin?
How many? How soon?
Just the one, and whenever you can. It's just for Sabriel. He's got allergies.
Oh, you're not
Sure.
using this to mess with someone. Okay.
No. This is like literally to be prepared.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I have a couple actually.
Nice. Okay, yeah, because I want to put some in my motorbike just so that way I have them just in case.
Don't put it in the motorbike; it'll get too hot.
Alright, good to know.
If you have like a bag or something, it'll work better.
Aye, I can keep it in that.
Yeah, and even better if you have a fridge. Also, you're a druid. You can do it normally.
Aye, but you know, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, but you're gonna ruin the EpiPen. Keep it. I'll keep one in the fridge for him.
Thank you.
He kind of turns to Sabriel, kind of standing up at towering heights, and just like, do you have any weird things with your EpiPen, or just normal one?
I think standard works fine.
All right, sweet. It's in the fridge. We actually had one already.
Oh, thank you.
Yep, and he pats you on the head. Pats Mercury on the head. Goes to give Ray a fist bump.
Rail fist bump.
He goes to give Fenzi a fist bump, and Fenzi does the snail thing.
Motherfucker!
He just nods, not even noticing. Walks over to bed. There's a crash and a sound of snoring.
Well, it's done.
Jupiter Mars kind of looks that way. Looks back at you guys saying, "All right, I'm leaving.
Goodbye.
Later."
Give me a hug.
Fuck, fine, whatever. He walks by, gives you a hug, lifts you a couple inches off the ground. Says, "By the way, go put a shirt on."
Oh, I forgot about that. Shit, Sabriel, where's my hoodie?
He points to it on the chair.
Aye, thank you.
Yep,
Mercury
later.
will swim into the hoodie.
Ray's gonna like look to the group and just like, hey guys, do you want to see something cool?
Aye.
Ray's gonna stand about 10 feet back. Look at Fancy. Take out her knife.
Fenzi just looks at you.
Do the thing.
Several takes a step back.
Do the thing, and she throws it.
He just lets it clatter. He's like, "No, you're making it performative now.
Boring.
Don't try to prove you're tough just because you have a knife."
I'm not. You're tougher than me.
Mercury
Yes.
takes a knife off the table and whips it at him.
He catches it between his two fingers. He's like, "Also, don't throw knives at me, please."
Oh,
Eh,
see,
please.
that's pretty cool.
I can echo that sentiment. Please don't throw knives at people.
You got really good reflexes. Where'd you train?
Ray throwing knives at me.
Really?
See,
Yes.
I warn him before I throw a knife. Usually
I
it's just me
see.
yelling, knife!
Several's got an insight check.
Go for it. There is not a word of a lie here.
Oh, none of it. He's like, oh my gosh, you're serious.
Yeah. It's
I
okay, it's
mean-
usually blunted.
How else are you going to prepare for the unexpected? Why would you say knife beforehand?
Because I do it unexpectedly, and I
Because
don't
because
actually
she-
want to hurt him.
she has a lot of issues with getting hurt and injuries, so she'd rather do it to me where she knows I'm not actually going to get hurt.
Shut up, Fenziel, or I'll kill you!
What's
Well,
that
my
the full
first,
name?
first name again, I'll reveal all of your secrets.
Fenziel's a nice name. What's wrong with
Yeah, but she's not allowed to use my full name if I'm not allowed to use hers.
It's not your full name, you have a last name.
Wait a
You
minute.
literally texted me about... You literally... You wanted
Wait,
a
Ray
last
is not
name.
your real name?
No, it's not her full name.
Benzie!
Oh, what's your full name?
Benzie!
Uh-oh.
Reason.
Ray punches him!
He
Yes.
doesn't even pay attention.
Full name is Reason.
I'm gonna kill you.
Have you- You're Janasi, but don't some of you guys have weird names too? Like,
I-
like
Hey,
rocks and stuff?
okay.
I know. I'm just actually making sure that it's Reason.
Ray's just
That's my
continuously
knowledge.
punching him.
he's at one point he just like turns to you with this like terrifying visage, just like enough.
She doesn't care.
Yep, and turns back to them and says, "So yeah, reason. I think it's stupid too, but whatever."
Wait a minute. Is that
Like it.
is that your actual name though, or is it a name you chose?
Ray just looks at the Fenzi and looks back.
As far as I know, it's a real name. Keep it secrets, Ray. Yeah, keep it secrets, Ray.
I like
No.
Reason. It's nice. It's better than my name.
What was it? Raisin Axel was what it was going to be.
I hate you.
Raisinets?
I hate you.
Yeah, Raisin Axel.
Oh, sorry.
You know, like on a car?
I thought you said Raisinets.
No, Raisin Axel was which I think would she first introduced us as, and then it changed to Axtha when someone realized that they had a stutter and it was easier to say. You know, like how kids say sometimes their aunt and uncle's name wrong and you get like a stupid nickname. That's where Axtha came from.
Axtha.
Yeah, that's her last name.
I like that though. That's really cool.
There's a quick feint over to Ray, just like, are you okay with all this being put on blast?
Don't worry. He knows.
Wait a minute.
He knows
Axtha.
that's like a 1% of what he knows.
Hey, it's like, that's fine, but also we're a new development. I just want to make sure.
He
Conrad?
thinks this is a bonding moment.
Yes,
Conrad?
Sky?
Out of curiosity, considering I don't know why, but that last name sounds familiar.
Give me a history check.
Yeah.
By the way, I know that the other two were called via feign a while ago, but there wasn't a chance for a response.
Yeah,
Saren,
they're coming. He's driving over.
Yeah, Roddy can be driving over. Saren's response would have been a bit busy right now. I'll catch up later. Also, breakfast? It's 1 in the afternoon.
Did I stutter? Was the response. 16, Conrad.
Doesn't spark anything.
Anyhow, I just kind of assume that Saren is in the middle of her investigation right now because she did wake up late as well. So she'll.
Yeah, you would have had to
catch up
talk to the
with-
neighbors. We'd have time to actually get there. So
Yeah, she'll catch up with you guys later.
Ray's gonna just like kick her feet in the chair. Why are you in the city?
say again,
What? Just offends you. Just like, why are you in the city?
because you asked me to be.
But I asked you and you said you already were.
I said I would be.
Oh.
You asked me to be here. I'm here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
He checks his phone and says, "By the way, the orc is outside."
Mm.
And Mercury basically go lean out the balcony. Roddy, the door's unlocked. Just do the jiggly thingy.
All right.
Where's Saren?
Did you try jiggling the handle? There is no handle in here.
There is no handle.
Ray's like,
There's no
somebody, like, where's Saren?
Where's the door?
Two very different questions.
Mercury?
being asked.
Where's the door hole?
It's out there with the saw. Oh.
You're supposed to get it out with the power saw.
Oh. Where's the power saw?
Then go get it.
Yeah, sure. Anyways, God, fuck about that show.
Saren said she was busy. She'll catch up later. I don't really know what she's doing.
Yeah, okay.
Ray's looking to Fenzi and going, where's Saren?
He kind of looks and says, "She's a lot harder to track, but a mausoleum, just outside town,
How
Cool,
do you
thanks.
know that?
because her location's on."
But you're not looking at your phone.
No, I checked it earlier.
Where'd you learn to do this? The hackery stuff.
Technically or literally?
Whatever you think is accurate.
No, the plane of existence.
Are you from the plane of wires?
Not necessarily, but I've been there.
What's it like?
Full of someone who
Non-visual.
doesn't like talking to you.
Non-visual. You kind of have to give up your normal sense of sight. It's... think of like how if you drink coffee, you'll have a bit of energy. If you snorted caffeine, you'd have more energy, but if you injected it, you'd have the most. Imagine all the information of the outside world was injected into your brain. So instead of seeing it with your eyes, ears, nose, instead you just understand what's around you as long as you're smart enough.
How did you get there?
Walked in.
How? Where's the door? Like, is there a doorway? Did you meditate?
Where's the door hole?
I was trying to make a joke.
Lindsay, where's the door hole?
He kind of just
Yes.
shrugs, like, everyone gets there differently. It's hard to say.
You were supposed to cut it out with the power gem.
Or he just sort of like leans back and just goes, "How's he doing, by the way?"
Not bad, he's usual.
Send me a thumbs up.
Who's he?
That's Ray's long-lost secret lover.
I don't like him.
Yeah.
Oh, well, clearly.
Inside.
He's your roommate.
Go for it.
Oh my
Do
god.
I have
they were
advantage on
roommates.
this?
No.
Aw. I feel like it was the exact kind of shit, but okay.
If Ray was the one saying it, yes.
They were roommates.
Uh-huh.
No.
You have no idea. Mercury, are you rolling too?
You know what? Yeah, why not?
And Roddy, by the way, you're in the room for this. You can roll for it if you'd like to. Yeah, you're pretty sure that Fenzi's messing with her.
Oh, hey, Roddy, you want a burrito?
Good afternoon, Roddy.
Hello.
Thank you for not continually following me home and running from the cops like any smart person would do.
So why don't you run from the cops?
I tried.
No idea.
I mean, you called the cop. Well, you
But
called
also, I didn't
somebody.
have my car, so.
You called
Okay.
somebody to call the cops, and then the cops came to you, and then you attempted to say that you were getting kidnapped?
Technically, she tried to say she was being kidnapped before the cops got there.
The
She called me
kidnappee?
first.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I call him
Ish.
first.
Technically, she didn't even call the cops herself.
Yeah,
One of
Who
us called
called
it.
the cops?
one
Friend
of
of ours.
yeah. Yeah, friend.
Well, as long as everyone's okay.
Is she
Looks
okay?
direct. Yeah, she's alright. She's been worse.
Did Sun text you?
No. He,
She.
damn it. So many names, I'm trying. I'm trying, man.
There's only
Oh.
2 he's, and one of them's the one you're RPing right now.
Oh no, I'm talking about all the characters. I'm trying.
You're doing your best.
No, she's busy with something. She won't tell me why.
Secretive, I hate it.
Oh, wait, you call her Sun?
Yeah, her name is Sun.
Yeah, Sun
Her
Wukong.
actual
No,
name
not
or
Sun. Yeah, S-U-N, yes.
No, like actual name or a code?
That's her name.
Alright, I'm making sure.
But also, if it's a code, why would we tell you? Maybe all this is a code. Maybe we've been
Hmm.
talking in code all the time. We're spilling all your secrets to Ray instead, and actually haven't told you anything about Ray.
Ah.
Now that'd be no fun. It's more fun to make fun of Ray.
Yeah, you're right.
Mercury looks very indifferent at that spiel.
He just shrugs like. So, how's your mission going?
We killed some dogs.
You
Yeah,
set
you
off
mentioned.
the dogs.
Wait, you said... That reminds me, you said Saren was at a mausoleum?
Yeah, checks phone again.
Just a quick feign over to Saren, like, are you looking into things and not telling us?
I'll let you know when I'm done. And then
Saren-
feign hang up.
Wait, before, really quick, at the same time, Saren gets a message from Mercury going, "You bitch, you went without me!"
Payback. And that's all she says.
Saren gets a text just like, that was mean.
She ignores the text for a while because she is in a mausoleum and it would be disrespectful to take out her phone.
That's fine.
And he just goes like, yeah, balanced burial mausoleum. I don't know if that means anything to you guys.
I can't think so.
Not that I know of. But yeah, we're kind of dead
Hey,
on it.
Calvin Jeremiah, look up that name. See if he's alive.
Sure. Oh, is that what you were searching last night, Ray?
I forget what I was doing. Right. Everything's on. No, I was doing more Toby stuff.
He kind of looks it up and, older man, died, well, was discovered about 2 weeks ago. A bit less than that.
Wait, what you mean discovered?
His body was like, he lived alone.
Aye. Oh, so that's why.
Yeah, he died of an illness. Apparently he had some issues with mobility, so we couldn't get a cleric to him.
Where
Aye,
is he?
what illness?
It's the equivalent of like an advanced stage of Parkinson's.
Oh fuck.
He was like old.
Where is he currently interred, out of curiosity?
Probably in that mausoleum.
Kind of texts it. Goes scrolling through. Malice burial. Huh, looks like she's faster than you guys are.
Yes.
Physically.
By the way,
I-
Roddy,
Yeah,
you are looking for someone too, right?
that's right.
You said
I
you
know.
were busy looking at stuff.
I did, but some of the names seem familiar. You've been asking around, haven't you?
A little bit.
Yeah, someone got back to me saying a big half-orc was looking for a couple names that I recognize. Nothing right now, but if you're making any progress, I have a bit of vested interest as well.
He's just like looking at him.
All right.
This
take
is
you
the
up
most
on
serious he's looked the whole time, by the way.
Okay. Yeah.
Just you gotta pay me if you want to do any work, but
Yeah.
And anything we should know about, or is this between you two?
that's up to Roddy.
I'm looking for someone.
If I can help, I'll be happy to.
I'd appreciate it.
Should I keep an ear for a name?
Sadie Murtaugh.
Has April ever heard of that person?
Go ahead and give her a history check.
Can Mercury roll one as well?
Yeah, go for it.
Probably not. Six.
Ray's already researching.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check, Mercury. Not Mercury, sorry. Ray.
Okay. 1 sec. Okay.
20. Okay, let me just check my notes so I don't mix up names on this. Just one quick. Oh, I already have the document open. Hold on.
Ray's just like leaning beside Fenzi and just like showing him his her phone.
He doesn't even look at it. He takes a look and says, "Yeah, I know. Don't worry."
By the way, why is it Ray and not Ree?
Shut up. Sounds better.
Well, it does,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Because at first, every time we were going to refer to, we called her Ree.
Smack.
I saw it coming. Oh, I saw that coming.
I just.
This is a mistake. I should not have brought you here.
I'm just gonna do my best to not think of it as raisin.
Ray just looks at Fenzi like this was a mistake. I should not have brought you here.
Can I call you
Sorry.
Raisinette?
I'm just confirming something real fast, John. Just gonna send her a direct message.
Yep.
Ray like looks at the game just like, I'm sorry you met him.
Oh, I'm not.
I'll lean back on it at least.
I won't.
That's.
This is why I'm sorry you met him.
How's that bite, by the way?
It's fine. I fixed it up last night.
Can I take a look at it?
Ray just sort of like hugs her arm to herself and then just slowly puts it out.
It'll put my nose to rest more than anything.
Yeah, just slowly just like offer the arm. But like her other arm is just like clutching Fenzi's.
Zebra will take a quick medicine check at it.
Go for it.
21.
It looks to be in like really good condition. Seems the combination of the magic, the first aid, and a bit of rest has done wonders for it.
And he just gives a look. Looks very good. Thank you.
Ray, your research brief is you find that she basically has not quite a warrant of arrest, but a warrant of suspicion to be questioned
For what, George?
for minor gang-related, mostly drug gang-related offenses.
Ray's gonna
But
like just
it doesn't seem to be like as a criminal. It seems to be more as either a victim or something similar.
Ray's just gonna like
Association.
faint to Roddy and just be like, ooh, gangs. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, faint to Roddy. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said faint to Fenzi for a second. Excuse me.
Not yet.
The hell?
I'll give this man brain drugs. Just not today.
Inject the Fane.
Inject the Fane.
He'd love it.
Smoke
Yeah.
the Fane.
Smoke
He'd
Fane.
love
every
it.
day.
He'd
Smoke
love it if he
Fane.
stopped bullying me about it.
Yes. When you show him the stuff for Sadie, he goes, "Yeah, I know." But yeah, just I knew her when she was really young, Roddy.
Yeah.
Helped her out of a bad situation.
Did what's his face know her too?
Don't think so. This was separate.
Okay.
Long time ago. Don't worry. Don't worry. Not any competition for long-standing friends.
Ray just like gives him like a gentle headbutt in the shoulder.
And he goes, "By the way, this is what she looks like when she's being affectionate. When she actually learns how to trust you guys, she'll do the same thing. But she does
Oh.
trust you guys. She's too scared to say it.
Oh, I know already.
I know you do. I'm just going to do the other two. Mercury, she respects the fact that you're a strong-willed person, and actually, she considers you very intelligent, but she also really doesn't like when you treat her like someone to be cared for because she has issues being cared for. Roddy, she wants to get to know you better because she knows you're very useful and have a lot of connections, but also asking her favors at an early time is kind of a rough spot for her.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. And honestly, the fact you apologized and backed off means more to her than the mistake you made.
Pop on the nose.
And he just looks at you, Ray, and goes, "Next time, not explaining it for them. Talk to them like adults."
I apologized like an adult today.
No, you didn't.
I
It was an
apologized today.
improvement.
It was an improvement, but it was a tantrum.
You're right.
I know. Which is why I didn't tell you where I was. Next time, just apologize properly. You know you didn't do it right, you're just too stubborn to admit it.
Another headbutt.
That's what I thought. So, I'm your resident hacker if Ray's not up to par. But you will have to go through Ray to get to me, and if it is anything other than a personal thing for Ray, or Sadie, Roddy, I will require you to be paying for it.
Gotcha.
Is the phone number open line though?
It'll work. Might take me a while to respond, but it'll work.
Except on
Alright.
Saturday nights.
Well, yeah. I'll probably still respond, but it'll be slower.
Yeah. Wait, it's Saturday. It's Saturday.
It is.
He sort of like gets a little bit more giddy.
What's Saturday exactly?
We have a small gathering online, but it's close-knit,
Game night.
basically.
This is really
Say again.
There-
John, say again?
incredibly meta.
Yes, very much so.
No.
Oh, was I not giving you enough?
We're just like there are
What you playing then?
like
Jackals and
Characters
Jimmys.
and badasses? Or back in?
no, we play like card games
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
And maybe watch a movie if wait until people pass out and then take screenshots of them when I passed out.
Do you guys want to see some of Ray?
No.
Yes.
I charge for those too. It's a fun fact.
Hard for those. Alright.
Mercury, like a minute or two later in the conversation, you get a quiet text. It has a picture of Ray dead asleep.
It's a very happy smile.
But he just goes, "Well, I've introduced myself. I've spilled Ray's minute secrets. Mercury, if you want to get along with Ray better, just call her out in her shit. She'll get used to it eventually. Worked Ray. But she might throw a knife at you. Just catch it.
It's alright. I've been stabbed a lot.
Yeah, there you go. You got metal limbs, you'll be able to block it.
Any advice for those who aren't good at catching knives?
You're doing better than anyone else, so you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're going to be the first person to melt her heart. Not in the way that you're used to, just genuine affection.
Right, headbutts him again.
I had to break in with a chisel. It'll be easier for you.
It was easier in the beginning and then shit.
Sarah will just do a quick faint array. It's like, so was that one moment more or less?
Which one? The hug or the crying?
Yes.
Rage just be like, shut up.
Is he referring to another step after that?
Yeah, the truth.
Alright.
And just sort of like, just by Fenji, just her head's down, she's headbutting, but her head's just right against his chest.
Yep, he just barely acknowledging it. He goes, by the way, Mercury, you seem like the type who goes to therapy, right?
I.
Oh, thank God one of you does. Okay. Same stuff that gets used on you by your therapist, use it on her.
Okay.
The kind of precautions that things dance around.
Alright.
She won't appreciate it, but it'll be the most useful way to have a conversation with her.
I hate you.
Yes, and I'm tired of you being too standoffish to actually make friends because you want someone else to do it for you, so this is the one time doing it.
Thank you.
Treat them with respect next time. You want them to treat you like an adult, act like one.
Okay.
There we go.
Could I
And
say
he takes
that
breakfast.
about,
Say it.
What's up, Sarah?
could I say that about this time, Saren's finished up her stuff, probably given timing, and everybody just gets a sudden feigned download of information?
Yep.
So,
You guys get all the info from the
Yep.
the mausoleum as he kind of like looks around everyone, like standing stock still for a second. I'm turns to Venus. Venus just shrugs. All right.
Oh, no problem. Just a telepathy thing?
It's the fame.
Venus immediately shoots you a look. Mercury.
You know about that. I've told you about this.
You didn't tell me they had them.
Oh, did I? Fuck. Yeah, so they got the brain thing.
Surprise! Now you know.
I have so many questions to ask you guys later. However, Fenzi, I'm going to assume you already have my number. Please use it. He kind of just gives them like an up and down and goes, yeah, fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sabriel just like not even like putting his eyes to the phone, adds himself, Venus, and Venzi to a group chat.
They both look down at their phones. Fenzi almost gives you like a look of praise, just like, impressive. Okay, well done. Maybe we actually can talk. And he goes, well, I had my burrito, I spilled the secrets. You apparently just got an interesting message, each of you, so... Well, later. He gives all you high five, turns to Ray, get fucked. Walks
Ray
out.
just sort of like grabs the end of his thing and just pulls him.
Yep, he'll like pull you into his chest and just be like, oh, I thought you didn't want to show yourself as vulnerable around these people.
I just...
Need the affection. I know. Just learn to get it from other people too.
Are you leaving?
For a little bit. I'm gonna see what I can do for Roddy for the next little bit. But don't worry, not gonna slack on your
Thank
stuff.
you again for that, by the way.
Talk to you tonight.
If you are gonna be busy with your job tonight, let me know.
Okay. Tell the rest of them I'm not dead.
They won't believe me.
I'll tell the rest of them I'm not dead.
There we go. Kinda messes up your hair a little in the back of the end, walks out. Venus just looks at you, Sabriel, and just goes, I like him.
Me too.
Turns to Ray, goes, I really like him.
Ray just like throwing her knife back, just like, yeah.
Me too.
So, if I make a pass on him, are you gonna be upset, Ray?
You've met him.
I was already given permission. I think it.
Yeah,
What's that?
it was the thing if I needed you guys to meet him once and not make a pass, to make a pass now. I feel like it's open. And also, I think that adult decisions.
Oh, I know he makes the final choice, but I want to know if I should let you know about it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, also Venus, he does the Mercury makes the hand motion that she hopes is interpreted.
Which one?
Change.
Yeah, she kind of nods. Oh, yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
Look, Sabriel gives me a look. We have a whole language. It's the language of horrors. It's wonderful.
I do
like-
know.
Tell me if you do it, just don't give me details.
I wouldn't. You're still a child.
I prefer the term sluts can't.
I'm gonna get it from him, so.
Sluts conglomerate.
Okay, no, Ariel's right. It's called body language.
Yeah.
God damn it, that's good.
Oh my god.
Should I add that to my proficiencies?
Yeah, fine. Just for us to find it like a couple months later, be like, oh yeah.
It was like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he taught me what I know.
Well,
A bit stronger. A lot stronger. And much smarter.
Severo's gonna pull out his phone also and send a text to a friend and just like, hey, someone might have seen your butt.
They text back like, is it someone I know?
Nope, hacked into my phone. They're cool though.
They saw yours too. Much more something to look at.
There's like the what's it was it the fucking emoji with like the steam out the nose.
Yes.
Yes.
There's a wink and a basically a Google invitation of like 2 days from now.
Perfect.
There we go. That's the one.
Yep, that's the one.
My most recent, I use it all the time.
Yeah. But Saren, you can be making your way to the house if you'd like.
Yep.
By the way, everyone good for another about 25 minutes to half hour?
sure.
Personally, not really.
Okay.
I
So-
might have to dip.
That's good. We can leave it here instead. So as Saren gets to the house, oh, excuse me. Saren gets to the house with information in tow. Oh, you sent images, right, Saren? Through the thing?
Probably, yeah.
Each of you give me a perception check.
Oh,
Okay.
Nope.
Fuck. Perception, right?
yeah.
I'm not getting any of the rolls. Sorry. There we go. Mercury, perfect.
Oh, that was not meant to be
well.
an advantage.
Still
Okay,
is.
still 19. Yep.
Oh, nice.
Mercury and Roddy, the final statue that was Mr. Avalanche, that had the jackal sitting beneath it, there was a small insignia of a jackal on like a necklace as part of the statue.
Fine. Interesting.
Was that carved in?
Interesting.
Seems to be, yeah.
Okay.
As well as most of the people in that avalanche honeycomb hive seem to have a similar mark somewhere on their body that you noticed, Mercury.
Did he cut out for anybody?
Not really.
No.
Oh, he cut out
Most-
for me. Never mind.
Almost every statue or figure in the Avalanche family area had a jackal insignia somewhere on their marker.
Good to know though.
Yeah, that's an angle that,
Okay, interesting.
As Saren opens the door, Saren is presented with the last breakfast burrito.
It smells really good, actually.
Oh, good. I woke up too late for the free breakfast at the motel.
Saren, as Saren takes a bite, Saren is just like watching a reaction.
She just eats it. There is no reaction.
He is happy.
She's a hungry person eating a
The face
breakfast
doesn't
burrito.
scrunch up, he is happy.
Alright.
Yeah.
At
That was
worst,
an excitement, that was nerves.
at worst, it's a little cold. Okay.
That is...
No, he can warm it, press digitation.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, yeah, sure. But as you guys all kind of gather into the room, and Venus kind of walks up to you, Mercury gives you a kiss on the head, says, I gotta go to work.
Alright, love, let me know when you get there safe.
Yep. It'll be like 5 minutes. I'm hopping in the taxi.
Aye, but if there's protesters outside, let me know.
I'll be alright. I have a little back entrance to use.
Alright, love you.
Love you. Take care.
Will do.
She gives you a hug, and anyone who else agrees to a hug, she gives you each one. And Sabriel is a whisper in your ear because I assume you take a hug.
Yes.
I'm of like, we're gonna use that group chat to good ends.
Yes.
Good.
Also, I might have another one to add, but that would be a very large step. But that's for later. And just pat on the shoulder.
Yep, she nods, heads out. So, as conspiracies are created, as secrets are revealed, and burritos are eaten, I think we'll end the session there.
Cool.
Knowledge of a potential lead, and the introduction of Fancy.
Plotting up a
Yeah.
threesome.
Fancy. What? What?
Like I said, conspiracies are had.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking
Takes 3 to
god.
conspire.
Yeah.
I oh,
All right.
Look, I can't make these jokes in the other game, okay?
I mean, you can. Nothing
Right.
is stopping you.
No, there's no characters to make that joke with.
I mean,
Sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes, Xenia.
it's a god or if it's Sammy.
Look, it's just a little quick changeling fling.
Christ.
The
And
good
on that
boy.
note, we'll end it.
All right. So I'll go ahead and stop the recording. So till next time, as people are drawing shapes on the screen.
Until next time.
Yes.